Grab your popcorn, sit on the couch. Turn up the volume, let the music bounce. We're on a live stream, FarmVille's a game. With Scott in his chicken hat, everything's insane. Live stream fun, we're having a blast. Making friends, the good times last. Tune into the FarmVille live stream show. Scott and his pals. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh, Indy and Libby are usually here. Peter and Tracy join the crowd, we'll cheer. Ace and Diana will join now then. So load your farms, it's 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, live stream fun, we're having a blast. Making friends, the good times last. Tune into the FarmVille live stream show. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the FarmVille 3. I have 3 fingers up. Hey, look, it's Rob. Hey, Rob.
Hey,
Hey,
how's it going?
I'm doing good. It's long time no see. That's why you're in there. You're in the credits. This is the first time I've seen you. Maybe the second time since we've had the new credits. So it's good that you're here. Thank you for joining me tonight. Well, Rob, have you been playing the butterfly? Do you have the butterfly event on your farm, first of all?
Yeah,
Oh,
I do.
good. Dawn, do you have it? I know Dawn's near you.
Yes.
Excellent. All right, so I haven't talked to you guys about it yet. All I've just been seeing on Facebook is all sorts of people freaking out, I'd say, about it as how hard it is to do, which is interesting. So we're here to talk about it. Zynga, if you're listening, first of all, thank you for rolling this out to like 80% of the people right off the bat, because we always complain to Zynga about slow rollouts. You know how when Zynga rolls something out slowly and then it gives them a chance to like tweak it so that it doesn't make everybody mad all at once. Well, this time, guys, they gave it to everyone almost, 80% of us anyways. And it wasn't as good as it could have been. And a slow rollout might have fixed that. So next time you complain about a slow rollout, just remember, sometimes it's for our best interest, I think. Anyway, Rob, can you do the fine honor tonight and greet everybody in our chat room?
Sure thing. I have to scroll up.
Oh, sure. If you like, you can scroll up.
I guess I need the chat up to do that.
You could. Or I can do it too, if it's too much.
I can do it.
Actually, Dawn's going to do it.
Oh,
Can you
Dawn,
hear me?
we can hear you, kind of.
It's-
Okay, so Fiona Horton is here.
Fiona Horton, thank you for joining, Fiona. It's been several episodes you've been joining, so thank you for coming to the live stream. It's a surprise live stream because I was like half hour ago or so, or maybe an hour ago, I was like, wonder if we should stream this suggestion stream, like right now. And like, I'm like, who's available? And Rob's like, anyway, sorry. Fiona, thanks for coming.
And we've got Kel and
Kel.
Pat questions.
Questions for everybody. Pat, a little bit of cash for everybody right now wouldn't be too bad. You know, we could buy some extra gems, help us with this butterfly tasks. Pat, consider it. You know, super chat everybody tonight. It'd be fun. Just saying. Anyways, welcome, Kel, as well, my famous internet friend. Anyway.
We've got Tracy here to give us some Tracy's tips tonight.
Ooh, Tracy's tips.
Tracy's tips, oh, they're so nice.
They are so nice.
Like sugar and spice.
Tracy, I hope you have your tips with you tonight to tell us in chat. She's on her way home from was it a basketball game or something she was talking about? Volleyball game. Anyways, she's got to get up at 5 in the morning or something, so she's probably not going to join us on the screens. But she's in chat, everybody. Thank you for joining, Tracy, the whirlwind.
And Lori Starosta is here tonight.
Ooh. Oh, Lori.
Lori Starosta!
Lori Starosta. Thanks for joining, Lori. Nice to see you in chat.
We've got Kim Durham.
Kim, what's for dinner? Kim is here, everybody. Thank you for coming,
And
Kim.
Debbie Kim.
Debbie.
Darla Williams is here.
Darla Williams. I didn't have a Darla Williams song. I think I might have. The Darla Williams part in that crazy song is kind of fun. Maybe I'll put that in at some point. Anyways, welcome, Darla. Thanks for coming.
And we've got Pepper.
Pepper, the one and only, the famous Pepper. Thanks for coming, Pepper.
Organized Chaos is here, as Andy would say, chouse.
Organized Chouse, thanks for joining us tonight. Organized Chouse. It's nice to see you in chat.
And that's it for now.
That's it for now. There's 18.
Oh, we got Dana Kid fan.
Woo,
I think of Dana McLaughlin.
Dana McLaughlin. All right, good stuff. All right. I don't really have any kind of scheduled thingy tonight. I'm hoping people in chat. I don't know, Don, if you're reading chat, if you've seen any stuff yet, that's great. Let me know. If you haven't, we're just going to start asking questions and start explaining things. First of all, Zynga, a suggestion just from me. I think when you release a feature, if someone has to go to your website to learn how to use it, it's probably not the best thing to release right off the bat. Like, literally, I was trying to find out information, and I was confused as all heck. And once I read the help files, which I actually have up, let me just show you guys how to find it, first of all. If Zynga releases a feature, you guys can head over to their Facebook page. I'm just going to bring it up here. I thought I had it up here. No, this is the Facebook page. All right, 1 second. I think it's F11. There it is. This one. And I'll make a big full screen again. All right, got to go back to the screen so I can see what I'm doing. Zynga has a help page, guys. It's Zynga player support. If you just Google this on Google, you'll find it eventually. You click on FarmVille 3, and you can see you've got a whole butterfly. How do I play Butterfly Friends right here? And also by my ear underneath, well, it says billing, but under game guides, there's one that says how to find a partner in Butterfly event. Like, but finding a partner was probably the most confusing thing that I needed help with, because I really had no idea on how to figure it out myself. And then you shouldn't be that hard. And I think suggestion, Zynga, from myself anyways, would be perhaps start, instead of giving us everything in a huge feature like this at once, maybe start it off slowly. Like, for example, you could have had us build a butterfly with easier tasks, or lead us up and add features as you get farther, instead of just throwing everything all at once. And maybe it's going to get harder. Who knows? That would be unfortunate if it gets even harder. But yeah, it was kind of a lot to try to figure out all at once. And the whole thing about if you opened a habitat and then you asked for friends, like, you weren't able to add a friend the other way around because you already clicked it, which was totally confusing. Did you notice that, Rob and Don? And everyone in chat probably did too. Like, I already opened a habitat and started it, and then there was an ask to join button or something, and I couldn't add somebody because I had already opened my habitat or something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it was super weird and confusing. Yep. So that was super weird. But guys, I'm thankful from Zynga to have a new feature, and like I said in the beginning of the episode, I'm thankful that it wasn't a super slow rollout. I'm curious to know how the playtesting went on this from whatever testing they did do, because as we all know, there's a lot that can be discussed on this. Let's head back to my farm here. I don't know if I have it open anymore. There it is. Okay. So anyways, first thoughts. Rob, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Just this, yeah, kind of giving you mine, but what was yours?
Well, it was a little confusing. I still haven't gone to the directions and looked.
Perfect.
I've so far opened up like 3 terrariums.
You spent the gems.
I tried to add Dawn on one of them, and I couldn't. And then on my second one, I did. But those little invites keep popping up on the side of the screen.
I know, right?
And then if you don't click it fast enough,
I know, right? They disappear, right? And then you're like,
they
where
disappear,
the heck are they?
and you don't know where to go back and look for them.
I know.
So you can, like,
but I tell you what, Rob, if you were to go read the help that I just showed you, you would instantly know how to do it. In fact, if you all want to know how to do it, that second page down below with the game guide on how to add friends, click that. It'll tell you what to do. I did it. It made sense to me right away. But that could have been explained in the game, Zynga, or this. It's way too complicated, and it shouldn't be complicated to add somebody in. And as a hint, not a hint, if you haven't added friends yet and you haven't started this yet, don't invite a friend until you know that friend will actually help you. Basically, people will start this task, realize how hard it is, and stop, but that might not mean that you shouldn't do it or you don't want to do it. You might be the kind of player where it doesn't matter if it costs gems. I know Lodi off the fan site, she's already unlocked the flower arch. I don't even know how she got 3 of the same butterflies already. Like, she's done 3 of the same butterflies, which we'll talk about in a second. In this album, if I click the album here, Lodi has already finished all 3 of these butterflies to get this prize, the butterfly archway, which she's upset about as well, but we can talk about that as well.
All we have is one caterpillar. I mean, I was able to add Dawn on
I
the
know,
one
I know,
online,
I know, right?
and I
So,
got one
so,
caterpillar and 2 eggs
so I'm
in my other 2
pretty
trays.
sure Lodi must have used some gems or something. But if you're a player like that and you want to do this, you should find another player like that in your co-op or somewhere else that wants to do that the same way, because then you're both working together and getting things done quickly. However, we're going to talk about every single thing that needs to happen. And Zynga, second of all, third of all, whatever. But Zynga, please, if you're listening to this live stream, the one thing that we really want as players for you to do is to post an acknowledgement of either what's wrong, what you're hearing, and what you're going to do to fix it. Sometimes a patch can not work for a long time. So, for example, if Zynga can't patch this until the next time we get it in several months from now, like if it's going to be like this for the whole month and there's nothing that they can do, please tell us, Zynga, because we understand that we can understand. Like if you tell us that it's going to be better next time and you're going to take all the input from this time and fix it next time, great. But there might be something that they can do like right away. I know they did that on the Animal Sanctuary. They made the tasks easier somehow. And they did that on the fly. Obviously, it's a permanent event. So I'm not sure if they can do the same with this one, people. So Zynga, if you're listening, just acknowledge what's happening and what you're going to do, which would make the players feel like you're listening to us, even if it doesn't get better, if it can't get better because of technical stuff, whatever. If you can fix it for next time, just let us know, because that's what we all want to hear you say at this point, right? I think I'm agreement.
I think you're right.
If anybody else joins in chat, say hi, and Don, if they do, you can interrupt us and just blabber on who's here.
Scott, Darla William wants to know, is this a permanent feature right now? It's only good for like 29 days, and I'm not spending extra gems for an extra habitat. And my comment on top of that is, what are we going to do with the butterflies once we get them? Do you know if we get to keep them on the farm somewhere, or?
Yeah, that's a really good question, right? Like you're going to have an album to use. And I thought it would have been neat. Like, you know how we have butterflies on the farm that actually flutter around the farm right now? There's those blue ones and stuff. Like there's a few. Wouldn't it be cool if we could have our album and then actually click the butterfly and those colored butterflies would be the ones that are on our farm? Like, wouldn't that be neat? I think that would be really cool. I mean, then we could actually have something to do with these and use them, and then our farms would be a little different. Right. So, Don, I don't know. It's a great question. From the looks of things, though, they've placed it in the same spot where they've placed that other month-long event, which would be the animal rescue, I believe. So, so from what it looks like to me is it looks like it's going to be one of these things where they'll do one, then the other, then something else. So it could be like a new area, kind of like with the museum event we've never seen again. The fishing event, like they bring on those events that are next to the co-op station, right? Like they always have events here and they always alternate from, the Harvest Bazaar to whatever. And then down here, this is usually always the monthly track spot, right? So from what it looks like to me, because it's in the same area and it's 28 days, it looks like it's a monthly kind of a thing. And that's another thing, players on the internet out there, remember that tasks or events, this is a month-long event. And I know a lot of us, including myself, they like to get things done like right away. And like they want it done. And when you have an event that's a month-long event, Zynga has to make it, like they have to drag it out. They have to make it so that, you don't just do it all in 2 days and then there's nothing to do for the rest of it. They kind of want you to be addicted to this event and play it frequently and come back. And so that's what they're trying to do when they're making it month-long. So it can't be super easy, but there's ways of making it a lot less hard. And I think a few of the ways, like from the brief interactions I've had with this event, we'll take a look at the tasks. This is probably the biggest frustration with players out there, is that the tasks it's asking for. Now you can see this is not a bad task. It's only giving me 25 points, but it's 3 of these cotton fabrics. Each cotton fabric is a 30-minute fabric, I believe. That's easy. So that's a reasonable one to do. 25 points to get to the 3,000 mark. You need to fill a lot of them, and that's okay. Like if they were all this easy, all right. But all of a sudden you hit something like this, which is fish and chips, and you need 4 of them. And then look at the next one, raspberry jam. It's probably going to be 4 or 5. It's not just one. I haven't seen very many easy orders. I've seen a few orders for crops. I have a suspicion that for lower level players, it's not asking for as serious as much things. Like it's a lot
Mhm.
easier for them. They need less of things and they're easier crops, faster crops. But
Yeah.
we can go to Facebook. Actually, let's do that right now, and we can check out some of the images. Oops, that's the wrong button. All right. I asked people on Facebook to post their tasks today, and of course, they amazingly did. Oops, that's the wrong button. It's this one, and then it's a different tab. So one moment. Over here. Yes. All right. So we'll go to the FarmVille Animal page here, and we'll scroll down to make it full screen again, so it makes it a little bigger for everybody. 11. All right, and then I think it was. Let me sort it by most relevant and newest. I really don't like how Facebook sorts posts, but oh, okay, look at that. It looks like Pavani D. Wan. She's feeling wonderful. Got her first violet rose butterfly. That's amazing. There's no comments yet, but people will probably post like how many gems did you spend, all that sort of stuff. Or maybe they're a low-level player. It's hard to say. It'd be nice to know. I'm just going to scroll down here. This is Lodi's post. She's very upset because she got the butterfly archway, but it's not a skin for her existing archways, which she probably has a lot of. It's a new archway that looks like this. So she's got a one-off now, one and done, as she says, or Lodi says. He says, I'm not sure it's a Lodi name, but I just assume everybody's ladies on FarmVille for some reason. Anyway, let's continue on. All right, post a screenshot. Okay, so like this one here, guys, 3 mushroom sautés to make this, and then look, pink paint. Also, one of the frustrations that I've seen is that there's no gold reward for any of this stuff. Like you're just filling sautés and you're getting points and nothing else.
That's what Kel said. Kel wants coins with her butterfly points.
Right. Exactly. Right. You know, because some of these items, like especially like the pink paint here, the pink paint that's going to cost us gold to buy those bushes to get the raspberry plants. Here's the poll.
Yeah.
Here's the poll on how many people have the current event. We're at 78% say yes and 22 say no. And there was actually 136 votes, guys. So it's probably very accurate on how many people actually have this. 80% and about 20% don't have it yet. And then we're going to scroll down to the... Oh, wait, it was up there. I just went by it. This one. There's 48 comments here from people. Let's go all comments, and then let's scroll through some of these pictures. All right, Carrie Kepler, this is pretty easy. 2 of the... what are those, waffles or whatever they are, and then it goes to the leather, which of course we know leather takes forever, and they're not just gonna ask for 1, they're gonna ask for 3, 4, 5, or 6. In fact, I've seen some crazy ones. I've seen like 9 4-hour tasks like on one thing, right?
Well, at least they give you a warning first, so you see what your next one's going to be. So they could go, I better start making some leathers.
That's true, but you're not going to need just 1. You're going to need like 4 or 5. And if it was 1, Zynga, if it was 1, that would be great. I think we wouldn't have all these people complaining. Like 3 baked salmon with no money reward, just 100 points. Like, you know, that's it. Yeah, and this one here, like 3 of the salmon steaks or whatever. Like. It's just a little much. And then you can trash these orders, which obviously people have been trashing them. I've been trashing them like crazy. The issue is you have to wait a whole hour for them to come back, and all it does is it moves it over. So if this person would trash the salmon, then they're gonna get this steak or whatever this is here. It's gonna move over. So let's take a look at the next one. Actually, I wonder if I can just scroll through here. No, I can't just scroll through. Gotta actually literally. Oh, seriously, it sucks. Comments. All right, here, how about let's continue on. Bolts of fabric and flowers. Like we know flowers take forever. If you trash these, which this is okay, like 2 of these for 25 points, you know, I would prefer Zynga, and I'm sure most of the people in the internet world would have lower items with less score reward, would make us feel at least like we're not bogged down for the whole day making, you know, 5 or 6 flowers or whatever other item that you need us to make. So
I remember when we had the pet rescue one, you know, that was kind of like that, and then all I did was devote all my time on the farm to just that. I like put aside Sky Race and put aside everything else just so I can do that event.
Right.
But yeah, that it's not good for the Sky Race folks.
Exactly.
So Scott, Matt W is saying when you trash an order, the points for completing an order drops to 25 points.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? That's not good if that's the case. I
Oh.
was trying to find another example here of one of the more brutal ones that I saw. There was one that was just ridiculous. They're all pretty much ridiculous. They like sun chairs. I mean, my goodness, pineapple pizzas, jams, gold ore. The ones that use the ore blow my mind. Like, and I think I saw one. Like, there's one. Like, these ones are extreme. Look at this. 9 jackets, guys. 9 leather jackets.
Oh, that's bad.
All right, and then she's got these coming next, or he. These toques or caps or whatever they are. Like 9 jackets. That's 2 days worth. And Zynga, you're only giving us 4 days to do these, to do them, right? Like, I'm just gonna tab back over to the farm here. Like, you can see that on this particular one, I've got 2 days and 19 hours. You only have 4 days to do this, and if it takes a whole day just to fill a 100-point order, I mean, like, it's not even possible. So that even shouldn't have never even have happened, Zynga. And another thing that's super, super annoying, which even adds insult to the injury, is once you actually get to the next stage in development on your butterfly, this next 400 stage, you have to then wait 4 hours before you can start feeding that next thing, which is going to take whoever long. And they don't tell you what you need to cook. Maybe if you remember where the thingy was, maybe it'll shift over. But this 4 hours where you're just staring at a screen, like, that needs to be like not 4 hours. Like, it needs to be 20 minutes or a half hour or something, or 10 minutes, or even a minute. I mean, like, it's so difficult right now to do. Now, also the boost, guys, this boost thingy, so I gotta move myself out of the way. This little boost here, it'll double your points, right? Maybe I should go to a screen that actually shows what it does. Go back over to this one. All right, so I can pay 5 of these power things and get a 2x growth boost. Rob, if you had to guess, how long do you think Zynga gives us on a boost? Or keep in mind that things are taking hours to make. How long do you think the boost is active for if you click it?
An hour.
It's better than that.
Oh.
What? I don't know. I haven't used it.
I know you can't use it because you don't have them yet unless you want to spend gems to buy them. It's 2 hours. So literally,
that's half a leather jacket.
I know, right? like that should be if you pay that, it should last like for the whole butterfly or the whole
12 hours.
Yeah, it should be 12 hours.
Like 12 hours. Or what Zynga could do too is they could make it so that it doubles the growth until you get to the next chest. Like once you hit the next chest, then you need to reset it. You hit this one, it needs to reset it. Like there's different ways to do it. And this timer to finish this one butterfly, like I get that in real life that if you don't like feed stuff, it'll die. But really, like this should be many more days. You know, maybe
I mean, a real butterfly, you'd have like a month.
Right. Yeah, you have a month exactly.
Especially if you have like a nice stick and a couple leaves in there.
And then
Spirit Healer in chat said that they complained to Zynga's support, and their reply was, "There's much potential for improvement."
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And you guys, I know that it's frustrating, but at the end of the day, and I promise you this, all the players of the internet, Zynga wants to make us the best game they can, because if they don't make us the best game they can, we're not inclined to spend gems or buy things in the game. So they don't do it to punish us. So I know that some people think that Zynga hates us, but they really don't. It's just hard to sometimes understand that when something like this happens and it seems like it's a huge gem grab. Like people, this one person on Facebook, they said they spent 800 gems and they still haven't done one butterfly. Like
no.
I know, right? So I'm like, what is happening right now? Now, another thing that's a big problem is the time it takes to trash the order. When I trash my fish and chips order, praying for an easy one, it takes a whole hour, or I could speed it up with gems to wait. And this is okay if you give us more than 4 days to finish this one butterfly, right? All right, now there's more stuff wrong. Like, okay, so let's look at this album.
Oh wait, there's more.
There's always more. Okay. Now, the question I have, which nobody knows unless you go read all those books, is what happens if you get 3 of these peacock butterflies? Do you think when you're back in your habitat, there's a possibility that spending another 4 days on another event could give you a duplicate butterfly from the same one that you have, like in the album? So let's say you do 3 peacock butterflies, and then on your next album, it says it's a peacock butterfly, and you don't even get one of these. Now, that's a possibility, guys.
Well, that would make me mad.
I know it would make you mad. But the thing is in the instructions from Zynga, it says if you get a duplicate butterfly, you can click a button that says exchange, and it'll exchange it for a different butterfly. But in my world, and in what makes sense to me, would be why would you just not have that even as an option? Like, just give us the new one. If we can exchange it, like, you're risking somebody from not exchanging it and then getting some butterfly that they already have the prize from. Like, it seems like that's a little unnecessary, and that is explained in that guide in the Zynga page. It says that you can get duplicates, because I had that question right off the bat. Like, what happens if I finish that set of 3? Can I still get that 3? And I'm thankful that they explained it. But they explained it and said, yeah, it could be a duplicate. And if that happens, there'll be an exchange button somewhere that you click on. Rob, you talked about finding friends a little while ago, right? And you said how they pop up on the screen. They come flying out from the side, right? And then they disappear.
Flying out from the side, and they're gone before you can get to the button.
Yeah, get to the button.
Make them fly.
Yeah, you actually find them. I don't want to spend another 70 gems to open up another habitat, but you can find those people that requested, and after 8 hours, so like say for example, you go into your like actually I think I can do this. I haven't invited anybody. Yes, I haven't. So in this one here, I can click.
You can invite me.
Find a partner.
I've got.
Well, the thing is if you've started the habitat already, you might not be able to join me or something. I can't quite remember, but all right. So there's invite a friend and find a partner. If you click find a partner, invite sent. Oh crap! See, I just screwed that up. I totally screwed that up. Can I stop that? All right.
Well, I've got like 2 without partners. I got 1 with Dawn, 2 without partners. So I could maybe try inviting you.
It's before you place the pot that you can find the people that have invited you. So if I invite my co-op, thank you for the subscriptions, everybody. People are logging in and subscribing. Like if I go to my co-op, I can literally select everybody in my co-op, which I just did, and I can invite every single one of those people to to join me. And what that does is before you place your thing, or when you place your thing, there's an option to choose who you're accepting to do it with. And so it's confusing as heck. I get it. But what I would do is, like, if you have active co-op chat with a Discord or with a Facebook page or even in your chat with the game, like, find a partner that's playing similar time than you with the similar goals as you, and then reach out in directly to them and then just invite them individually. So
that's what I did with Dawn, and that's how we got one together.
Right, and I did the same thing with Crystal. Crystal Schwab and I are playing an animal together, and what Crystal and I are doing is we're trying to see how far we can get without using any boosts at all, without spending any gems at all, and we're just trashing every order that takes like 12, 13 hours, and so we're waiting the hour, and then we're getting an order like, say, green beans or something, and then we're filling that one. And then if it's not a reasonable hour or 2 hours to make, we're trashing it and hoping that we get another one that's lower. I'm also running an experiment with Kel right now, who's in chat. Thank you so much, Kel. Kel is playing like 4 terrariums, I think, or 3 terrariums, and she is just trashing orders every single hour. She trashes her order. She's been doing it all day long, and we're trying to see if trashing orders helps give us easier ones, because that does happen in certain parts of the game where if you're trashing orders, a bunch of them, I think it happens with visitors, I'm not sure, but you'll get less, maybe on the Sky Race, or not Sky Race, but the order board. So maybe the more you trash, the easier it gets, which would be fantastic if that's a mechanic that could be added. But right now, it's quite broken, and a lot of people are just giving up. We can make a poll actually and see how are people if they're struggling. I'm curious to know in chat, if you're in chat, just let us know, as if this chat that's right here, Zynga can read the whole night, and anything you're posting in there, they could read it potentially. So if you are putting suggestions in and it doesn't get read out loud, that is all saved in the video, so they can certainly read that. I don't know. So how's everybody doing? Like in chat, I've talked about a lot of stuff on stream tonight, and if there's something that I haven't talked about that you think would be great for them to know about, suggestion wise, put it in chat, and Dawn, if you could read it out, then we'll talk about that. Anything else, Dawn and Rob, that you can think of?
Dawn has something.
So we have someone in chat. Their username is Memo, and they're saying,
Memo.
"How do I get this event? I waited 2 days, but I don't have this in my farm yet."
Right. So Zynga, whenever they release a new event, typically they do something called a slow rollout, and that's to prevent features that are negatively felt by the community, or if there's bugs or problems in the game. So the Sanctuary feature, for example, if I head over to my Sanctuary, this is a feature that only about 20% of people have right now, and they've released it so that they can monitor and see how they're doing. And very shortly after the Sanctuary started, they implemented a patch to make it a little easier to fill the order boards. So if I go to my orders and check it, apparently if I deliver some of these orders, well, that one's going to reset in 2 hours. This is another one that has issues, but it's so not everybody has this. And let's head back to my farm. And there's a mail in my mailbox I got today, actually, about the Sanctuary and how they're making it easier. Because what happens is people go to the Sanctuary, they find out it's too difficult, and then they just stop playing it and avoid it. And in here, you can see there's a Sanctuary order board. It says, "Hello, farmers. We've updated the Sanctuary order board to make it easier for you to fulfill visitor orders and unlock milestone rewards. Keep playing." So this is proof that Zynga does listen to us, and they do fix things. But Zynga, you need to tell us, keep your communication open. Send us everybody an inbox email that has this event to tell us that you're going to either fix it later or fix it now. You're working on stuff, just so that we're not left in the dark just hating you guys, because right now there's a lot of hate, and that's not so good. But yeah, so it's called a slow rollout. Not everybody gets every feature, and it's a really annoying to a lot of players, but it's just how Zynga's done it. We've been playing, I've been playing since 2017, FarmVille 2. They do the same thing with FarmVille 2. They slow roll out different features to different farms, and even different versions of the farm. So I was curious to know on the butterfly event if everybody had the same, requirements on their taskbar. Like if everybody had 3,000 points. It looks like they do. Who's that? Japan. Somebody in Japan just subscribed. Thank you so much for that. Really appreciate that. So, yeah. So there's that. And then, okay. So what am I missing? I think I rattled everything off that I could think of in a very fast hurry. Some people said the rewards weren't that good, and I kind of disagree with that. I think if we click on the album and we look at these rewards, like if I go to the this box here, like look at all the pet tokens, guys. These are extremely hard to get right now, and the this large chest is going to give us like a whole ton of pet tokens. And if we finish all this whole album, they're giving us 100 gems, which is a pretty substantial prize, 10 golden gloves, which is quite nice, and then this deco, this garden bench. So, like, I think, like, and a lot of people have said this in Facebook, that this is a really cool idea, and playing with a partner is a really cool idea. And there's a lot of elements that this game has that I think are really good, and it can be a really cool event that everybody will love and want to get, whether it's butterflies or ladybugs or whatever kind of things that, if they bring this back. So I think like it's a, you get an upgrade chest here, like 6 items in it. That's amazing. There's a skin here for Marie with her butterfly skin, which is really cool. And of course we don't, butterfly archway, not so much, but hey. And then there's an animal chest, which gives us some rare and uncommon and common animals. So I don't think the prizes are bad. I just wish, it feels like you have to clog your cookers with one item for the whole day, and that'll wreck your experience on your rest of your farm.
Somebody in chat said that messes with their sky race too.
Right. And, like I, for one, I don't do everything in the game. Like I haven't done this event in quite some time, like got to the end of it. I haven't done the Harvest Bazaar is coming soon, but the last event we had up here, I didn't really participate that much. I haven't been doing a lot of Sky Race tasks. I just log in and I have fun with my FarmVille, and it's okay to do that. And if this event is all you did, maybe then it would be something that would be okay. The problem, though, is you have 4 days. And if you're doing this by yourself to get 3,000 points in 4 days, and things are cooking for 8 hours at a time, you're not going to get the points to get this unless you're spending gems or doing things. And we've never really had an event on the game where a dedicated player that logs in every hour or two or plays all day long for a 10-day period won't win the event. Like, if someone plays, they win. And this feels like it doesn't matter if you play 24 hours a day. There's no way to win this event or get everything. And so then you just get defeated and you don't want to do any of it. Like, you know, people just give up, and now it's just sitting there wasted space on their farm waiting for their next animal rescue event. And that's a bad thing. So, you know, I love the month-long events to, you know, because they work toward big goals and they should be difficult to do, but they need to feel like they're not impossible. And right now it feels impossible with a 3-day period, stuff that's needing us that are most expensive, longest, hardest items to make. Like, perhaps they could just be crops. Like, wouldn't it be better if you could feed them like 100, like, you know, pumpkins or something?
I got that yesterday. I had like 100 lettuce or something.
Oh, inside
94 lettuce or something.
Yeah, but at least you know that's gonna take like what, 6 hours or something. Well, that's probably too long.
Yeah, lettuce like 12 hours.
Like that should be programmed in the game. So, and you know what else could work? Instead of having a Zynga, instead of having us make things for 12 hours and then feeding it, why don't we feed it one thing, like say a salmon, and then it takes 12 hours to digest that salmon, and then it asks for another item. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, at least then we're not wasting our cookers on Sky Race. It's still taking the same amount of time. People are still going into their event 12 hours later and having to update it and do things, but at least you're not clogging up a barn. So if you're, you know, there's other ways that it could be done. It's just, I'm so surprised that it's so hard, and I don't know how. Okay, and this is actually maybe this is a test, guys, because remember when fishing came out? When fishing came out, it was incredibly easy. The boost didn't expire. Like, it was so easy, right? And there was really no incentive to spend gems because it was so easy. And so for me, it was like, and I think I played one round of fishing and I got like 18,000 points or something. I think there's a live stream on that. If you go back and look for my fishing live stream, it was so much easier when fishing first started. If you're a new player, compared to how fishing is now, it's still fun and it's still challenging, and I can still finish fishing without spending any money. No problem at all. I'm good at it. I hardly crash. But, you know, maybe Zynga said, we can't make them too easy like fishing, because then we don't have an opportunity to make it harder without people getting really mad at us. So, you know what I mean? Like, if Zynga decided to make this so hard so that when it gets better, we're all so happy, like, do you think that's a thing? Like, do you think that Zynga says, let's give them a real hard one, guys. Let's make them so mad that when we fix it, they'll be so happy, and then they'll be like, okay, now I love Zynga again. Like, that's kind of what it feels like to me, is like, we don't want to make it too easy like fishing and then not have people buy gems. We want to like make it super hard, and then we'll adjust it the other way. That's kind of how I feel. I don't know. That's kind of what I feel anyways. But like, I have, there's so many people that have so many good things to say about this event. Like, it's cool. Working with another person is a game-changing element in FarmVille 3. We've never really had that where you pick another person, I don't think, right? Yeah. Like, that's something that's new, innovative. It's really cool. And we all like that idea. How you're choosing, how you're teaming up, that needs to be adjusted to some easier system so that it's way more clear.
So Pat Yusoff says, I want to be able to see my partner doing events. Like, you can see your partner feeding your pigs in FarmVille too.
Right.
And Kel says maybe more than one partner, like a team of 3 for one butterfly.
Right. Or maybe you can all work to the same item. So for example, if we need to make like 5 salmons, why can't we all make the same salmon, right? Like, and all feed it? Because really, if you're working on the same butterfly, you should be feeding it the same thing. Like, you know, it might get a bad taste in its mouth if you're shoving in cotton and I'm sticking in like, you know, baked salmons, you know, like, like it's a cool feature. Like, don't get me wrong, Zynga, you know, I'm happy to see something, you know, if you don't like this, guys, like, just don't play it. Like, you know, don't be mad. things come out,
Mhm.
things happen. Well, you don't have to be mad. Like, what if you didn't? There's 20% of the people who don't have this right now, right? And I guarantee you that out of those 20% that don't have this feature, 19%, or probably more than 19%, they want this feature because they want to check it out. They may not
Yeah.
they may not like it, they may not play it, but they feel very upset that they got left out of the initial rollout, even though they probably won't play it because it's going to be bad and it's going to give them a negative experience. But so if you didn't get this, like say you I've got this, Rob's got this, Don's got this, a lot of you people watching have this, and you don't like it, you're not playing it. So how would you feel if you just didn't get it yet? Like if you hadn't been rolled out, you wouldn't be
I would
experiencing.
feel left out. There's been a lot of events that I haven't received that you guys are talking about in our live stream that I never got.
Right.
So, yeah, I feel left
So
out.
Yeah.
so what you're saying, Don, is you'd rather have an event that sucked, but at least you got it.
I'd
Right?
rather have an event and be mad at it than not have it at all.
And that's what I just said. And everybody on the Facebook groups and everybody watching probably here always wants to have everything that they offer, even if they suck, because when you're left out of something, it just feels so bad. And I tried to pound this into Zynga. I'm like, Zynga, I tell them this every time I talk to them on the live stream or on the conference calls. I tell them, like, people feel left out. And, sometimes I think, too, Zynga doesn't view us as people. They just view us as statistics, right? Like, they don't see the humanity in their game. They sometimes just see their game as engaging. Like, how much analytics can I look at? They're not looking at how the players are reacting and feeling, because we're all upset right now at something that we shouldn't be upset with. It should be something that we're all rejoicing. Like, this was sprung on us. Like, nobody seemed to know about this butterfly event until it just happened, right? And we had some notice with the sanctuary. There was some lead up, I think. But with the butterfly event, I don't remember seeing any posts until right before they launched it to the majority of the players.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's... Yeah. What does Crystal say? She says she's absolutely agrees with Don. Probably do a couple of them. Pia says probably I don't. What is Pia saying? Probably I don't do a couple of them. I'm behind on chat. Oh, Corey's here. Or maybe I said hi to Corey. Anyway. So anybody else in chat have any other suggestions for Zynga? I think, I really believe that we're going to see something in the next few days, hopefully, that either fixes this to some degree, or maybe there's going to be a post, because the uproar on the Facebook communities on this particular feature and the amount of negative experiences that people are having should be something that Zynga replies to. It's kind of like, reminds me of when they took away all that barn space and everybody freaked out on Facebook. And
I remember that.
And then, like, very shortly after, they gave us our space back. Some people didn't get it all back, but they adjusted that in a big hurry. So
I remember Pia was not very happy at all.
No, Pia was not happy. She lost hundreds of spaces. Pia, how much spaces did you lose, just out of curiosity? So, I think if this event, what do you guys think in chat? If this event just was easier to fill the orders, even if it took like the same amount of time, like I think people would be like really happy with this, even though it's a little hard to navigate once we figure out how to add friends properly. And that's the thing. It's like when we open that first box, we have 4 days. And if we choose the wrong friend, we ain't hatching that butterfly, because it's going to be impossible to do by yourself. And so the right 2 friends could potentially get to it, because it's only half the points you need to finish the butterfly. But the 2 wrong friends, like, it's crazy. And so, like, hopefully I don't get an invite from, I've invited somebody, but I'll probably get some rando who just does one item like me. And then, yeah, like, so yeah. So
Well, that's why I invited the whole
co-op. Right.
So,
Right.
At least I know.
Yeah, but what happens if our mayor joins you, like Alan Mayer joins you, and then
Alan Mayer's in chat tonight.
Hey, Alan Mayer. If Alan Mayer joined you, and it's okay that the way that Alan plays, but what happens if he's like, oh, I got this new feature. Oh, Rob's inviting me. Sure, I'll check it out. And then he's like, well, I can't. I'm not going to suddenly quit playing shuffleboard with the rest of his friends in the seniors home to constantly fill orders with Rob for 8 hours a day. So you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like you got to invite like the right people to do your.
Well, you do. It should be someone who you're on a schedule with. That's why, like, was trying to invite Dawn on all
Right.
mine, and we got one together,
Sure,
but
sure.
we didn't get the others. So
For sure.
I'm just going to invite everybody.
Okay. No, we talked a little bit about different people getting different versions of the game, and I know that from the posts on Facebook that this 70 gem requirement, and then there's another one after this that even is higher, like it's in the hundreds. This is different for different people. Like right now on my farm, it's 70. Anybody in chat, if you've unlocked the third box, or before, if you remember how many it was on your third box, post it in chat.
It was 70 for me.
I thought you said it was 90. No.
It could have been 90. I know there's different amounts.
I was 70. I think you were 90, honey.
I was complaining because you were going to unlock it, and I told you it was 90, so I thought yours was 90.
And my fourth one is going to be like 320.
Okay, look at Pat and Crystal Schwab. Both of them are saying that Pat. Oops, that was Tracy's tips.
Crystal's is 150, and so is Pat.
Yeah, Pat's is 150 for that third box. Crystal Schwab's is 150 for the first box. Joey V. Pat Yusoff says 130.
Maybe
Joey
so.
V says
It's based on
150.
your level.
Darla Williams has got 70, and Debbie M looks like hers is 70 gems as well. So it could be on level. Okay, so let's check this. All right, Pat Yusoff, what level are you? And Pat Castgens and Crystal Schwab. So Crystal Schwab, actually, yeah, Pat Castgens, Crystal Schwab, the ones that have 130 or 150, what level is your FarmVille, please? You can let us know in chat. And then let's check the people on the low end of the scale. So Darla Williams, Debbie M.
Myself with 70, and I'm level 75.
Okay.
And I think you and I are close in level, Scott, right? What's your level?
I think so. If I get out of here, I can check. 78.
Yeah, so we're close in level, and we both had the same price.
Okay, so Melinda Flavin, let me see what Melinda had. Did Melinda answer the question about how much her third tab was? Okay, Melinda's third tab was 90, and she is level. Melinda, I just had Melinda's chat come up with her level. I don't see it though. Didn't Melinda just tell us her level? What level are you, Melinda? Cal says it's 590 for her to open the fourth box. Tracy the Whirlwind says she's level 81. But Tracy, did you post how much it costs to open your third? Yes, she said 70. Interesting. Around 81. Debbie M, 390 for fourth.
I'm same as Debbie M. I'm 390 for my fourth.
And Debbie M is level 70. I wonder if we have, I wonder if Daisy could join. I know Daisy's level 40. Do we have any low-level players out there? The Japan person is level 97, and did the Japan person tell us what their cost was for their third tab?
No.
So, based on what you're seeing in chat, Dawn, can you correlate the level with the amount it costs, or is it more of a random? So, Martha says level 70, 90 gems. Interesting. So, that's more, right? So, Rob, Martha says she's level 70, and it's costing 90 gems.
Wow.
So,
So are you talking about the third terrarium or the fourth one?
I think she's talking about the third, because the fourth one is in the hundreds. There's a Facebook post from Lodi. Let's head over to Facebook again quickly.
I'm looking at Kel. Kel is level 89, and she's saying that it's 590 gems to open her fourth terrarium.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a post here. I'm going to try to find it from Lodi, because she talked about the cost of it, I think. Is it this post she made? No.
That's nuts.
Farther. Oh, yeah. Lodi did a pretty good... She's got a really good post on here that explains stuff. There's Carrie Kepler's post. Joy V. Here it is. Okay, this is Lodi. She says, ask her anything. Let me click on... I'm going to move myself out of the way here. And I'll click off of... Corey says that I have a level 107 and needs 90 gems for the third box. Follow Christ 2830 says I'm level 92 and it's 150 gems for third. Yikes.
I wonder if there's an algorithm on how much gems you have or spend as well.
Yeah, it's a good question, right?
That would not be fair, though.
It could be. Yeah, that's right. Right. I wonder if this says it. So this is Lodi's post from a day ago, and it says the invites don't work. Sender, the one who created the terrarium glass, joiner will receive the invite. They must have an empty slot in their workbench before they can join the sender's terrarium. If a joiner see the invite, they have to open the start menu, then click the sender's farm, then click join. Note the joiner can't accept an invite if they're already working on a terrarium that they've created themselves. Such case, the joiner must finish their terrarium first, then you join. So that's what I was saying about once you've started one, you can't join. You've got to kind of wait until you're starting it and receiving an invite at the same time. Player 1 played solo is already at stage 4 of the pupa. Even if player 2 joins the terrarium late, they both get the same rewards. Okay, so what that's saying is that if you work by yourself and you almost finish your butterfly and then you bring someone in to help you, they'll still get a butterfly and they only have to do like a few orders because you're bringing them in at that point. So like that, that's what that's saying. Types of orders, 25, 50, 75, 100. I thought she posted or he posted the gem slot. Okay, so what Lodi's saying is that the 70 or 90 gem for the third workstation is worth it. I'll say work in 3 terrarium glass simultaneously with 3 partners. Helps you get more work done. Lodi's the one that got that butterfly. Like she's been getting butterflies like crazy, or he, I don't know specifically with the name of Lodi. It's hard to tell. I'm not sure. And then anyway, whatever. But yeah, but I thought there was a post of 4 different amounts somewhere that it showed.
So I just finished my second stage of one of my butterflies, and it gave me 100 coins as well as some other things.
Oh,
So I didn't get some coins.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. When I got to this second stage, it gave us prizes too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like a lot of people are like, it's not worth it. The prizes are stupid, whatever. But at the same time, as we don't actually know until you get there what all the prizes are for completing the stages of the butterflies. It's just very difficult right now to do for anybody that's currently on chat right now with the levels that we are, with the time it's taking. Let's check what might happen to my timer. I'm going to go back in. I should have probably trashed it if I wasn't going to do it. Oh, I'm still waiting. So my next task is Raspberry Jam, which is not a fun one to do. Raspberry Jam. How long does Raspberry Jam take to make? Oops, I have one ready here apparently, but...
Do you ever look in the store to see if there's any for sale?
Yeah, occasionally I do that. So I have 3 Raspberry Jam, but 2 hours for 1 Raspberry Jam. And another reason why this is a problem is, let's say you're working on Sky Race. Like let's say you're cooking jam already, and you've got like a grape jam for 15 minutes isn't so bad, but a lemon jam is 1 hour and 30 minutes. What's the apple jam's 45, and then this guy here is 2 hours. Like say you're making 3 mixed fruit jams, and your thing's clogged for 6 hours, and then you get that same task on the butterfly event. So then you just have to trash it because, you know, you can't wait 6 hours for your cooker to be cooking and then another 6 hours to make 3 or 4 jams, right? So, like, it's just way too difficult with the amount of time they're giving us to actually grow this thing with 4 days. And you know what's really frustrating is in 2 days from now, in 19 hours, I'm pretty sure that we lose all of this progress, right?
Yeah, I'm looking forward, or not looking forward, to see what happens here.
Here's the prizes. So when you first see it, like this is pretty good. When you first finish, when it gets to the first stage, you get this green box, and in here it's got 50 gems for Tim Lee, and then coins, and then 1 gem, a water, a star, and then a flutter power, and then flutter power. And for the next stage, you're getting 100 coins. This is what you just talked about, Don. 1 gem, some experience points, and another flutter power thingy. And then for the gold one, we're getting still 1 gem, which is kind of weird. Like it's kind of a bizarre amount of prizes, like 1 and 1.
1 water.
1 water. Like you can't even water most bushes with 1 water. Zynga, you need to think more when you're giving us prizes. 1 water is just embarrassing. Here's 2 gems though. When you finally finish this extreme hard task, you're gonna get 1 of the powers, 25 experience, 2 gems, and 200 gold. The amount-
200 gold, like one delivery.
I know, right?
One delivery
It's
on the
so
board.
hard. It's so bad. And I think that like there's only one way to fix this. It's to make it easier, right? Like to fix it, for the normal average player that doesn't spend any money in the game or doesn't use gems in the game. And it's just to make the tasks a whole lot easier. I guess would be the way. I like the Deal Scout coins. Yeah, that's good, right? Corey says the Deal Scout. There's a lot of other things they could give us. They should get more creative. Like the Deal Scout tokens would be great to have, because those run out. And Instagrow. Now, there are ways, guys, that you can help with this event to make it easier. And all of you watching this probably know this already, but we're going to talk about it anyways, just in case there's some people that really want to go for this and make their lives a little bit easier. You're going to want to use weather station boosts to double your production on the things that are hard to do. So if we look down here, you've got the feed maker, mill, tinker station, other factories, well, 33% faster. That would be a nice one to load up, but the double ones would be the best ones. So the ones that make double. Farmhands make double amount of their items. Like this would be a must, because then you're making things twice as fast. And that there's the farmhand one, and then there's the factory one. So these two weather station boosts would help you dramatically make things quicker for that. And then there's the speed up ones. There's also the Deal Scout. So if you go into your Deal Scout, into your market, your crops and goods, at the top of the screen, you have a Deal Scout. If you happen to have tokens left, I have 30, as you can see. This you should get every day. I think you should get one Deal Scout every day.
That'd be good.
In the login bonus, like we should be getting Deal Scout tokens. And also maybe Deal Scout tokens would also work for the butterfly event. Like if you filled a butterfly, you could get a Deal Scout token every now and then, because I don't think people would mind buying the items that they're missing, even though they're a lot of gold.
Right.
And I think Zynga wants us to use our gold up. So getting a Deal Scout token, or maybe giving, like, what if Zynga all of a sudden gave everybody like 100 Deal Scout tokens? Like in their mailbox tomorrow morning, everybody has 100 Deal Scouts, and then they can use all those Deal Scouts to progress into the game, to make it easier to get stuff. Because you could buy your baked salmons. It's going to be expensive if you have the gold, but at least it's one way of kind of fixing the problem right now. Zynga, give everybody Deal Scout tokens, because that would
I'd
be.
rather have a Deal Scout token than one gem.
Yeah, and one gem. Yeah, like skip the gem.
Yeah,
Just give us.
that's
the
how
Deal
heroin dealers work. They give you a little bit of free stuff,
Yeah,
and then you're hooked on it, and then you keep coming back for more.
I know, Rob. But the problem with that is that, like to speed up this order, it costs 9 gems. Like just speed up this order.
Yeah.
Or to buy, like, if we don't have enough boosts, so like to buy a boost to get enough to do it once, it's 150 gems. And so when the prize that they're giving us is 1 gem, it's like that doesn't do anything. Like, why even to give it to us? Like, and then 50 gold.
One water.
Like, what would be really good? And Zynga, you could do this too. Like, add up what they're all worth. Like, if we were to sell them out of our barn, and instead of giving us a generic number, like just give us what we just would have gotten. Like, could you imagine if all those items that we sold just to get to that first box, we got full value from what they would sell in the barn? And if there was this huge amount of gold, like, if a task is really hard, like this one is, the rewards need to be like amazing, so that we're like, yeah, it's really hard and no one's going to do it, and most people are not going to play. But if you do it, you're going to get a lot of stuff out of it, right? It's kind of like the balloon bounty. The balloon bounty, if you get to the end of that thing, you win 1,500 gems, right? But to get to the end of it, you'd have to. Some people get really lucky and they get all the way through with only 1 crash, and it costs them like whatever the gems to get to the balloon bounty. And then other people, they crash like so many times that even if they get their 1,500 gems, they've still lost gems, right? So the balloon bounty is a bad example, but at least balloon bounty has a crazy grand prize if you get to the end, where this is not like that.
I like the way you say balloon bounty.
Isn't it balloon bounty? What do you say?
Yes, it is. But I like the way you say
balloon bounty. Look, I got my green shirt on today because I wasn't prepared. I almost had I wasn't gonna shave for the stream, but then I'm like, no, I need to shave. Anyway, I use deal scouts every hour, Japan says. But how do you get so many? You can't buy them, right? There's no way to get deal scouts unless you win them, right?
Yeah, I've never seen it.
So how is Japan using deal scouts every hour? Japan, I use deal tokens every hour. So yeah, deal scouts would kind of make us a little bit easier to do. But you know what they'll do? I have a feeling it's be like, oh, it's really hard. Here's 5 deal scout tokens or something, right? Or it's like, Zynga, you need to like 180 on this to figure out what you need to do. Let's talk about the last monthly event we had, and let's see if we can correlate anything to this event. So the last animal pet rescue event, whatever it's called, they made us wait 7 days to get to the next stage before we can continue. Do you think it would have been better to have, like, you can hatch a butterfly or you can progress on this event, but you can only get so far and then you have to wait? And that way people that wanted to get it done quick could do it. But then other people at least know that there's some sort of, like, progression they can follow to win the event. With the animal rescue, if you just kind of played slowly, you'd kind of carry through the event in the month. If you got there a bit early, you could not do it for a couple of days, and you wouldn't have to worry that you're not going to get the grand prize because they kind of made it like a 21 or 28 days or however many days it was, but they gave you a timer in between. So, you know, it's difficult, I think, for Zynga to kind of make a month-long event that everybody just doesn't do right away. And a perfect example of that is this monthly event, the passes. There's some people in your co-ops that they finish this off, like Andy in our co-op, guys. Andy, I should probably move so you can see Rob. Andy finishes this thing so fast. I don't know how he does it. Andy comes home from work. He plays at night.
Goes out.
And he doesn't play during the day. And for some reason, he can finish this thing. And for me, like, I didn't even get like halfway through the last month. I seem to like forget about it. And then I come in and I have to click a bunch and then a bunch unlocks. But good night, Tracy. Thanks for joining. Wake up early in the morning for Tracy tomorrow. She's got to get up at 5 a.m.
Good night, Tracy.
Thanks for joining. So like this monthly event is kind of similar where you can have some players that finish it really fast, like within a week. And then they just sit there and do nothing with it for like 20 days. And then there's other players who kind of get through it at a normal pace and they can, you know, do it. Like, I think if you checked it frequently and you're playing daily and you did logged in every half hour to do quick things on your farm, logged off, like, I think this event is capable of finishing just by checking it frequently, claiming your reward points so that it can unlock other things. And then even focusing on what you're doing. So craft food products, focusing on, order boards on your order board that are food instead of, tailor shop items and stuff like that. Co-op donations as well. Sometimes I forget to send co-op donations for like a week at a time. And then I like go in here and I'm like, oh, send co-op donations. So then it's like every day for the next 3 days, you're like sending them to get the stars to continue. So, as long as you're reading this, what to do, and you're in here kind of farming, you'll get through this in a month with no problem without spending gems. I kind of dislike
today.
Sorry, Don.
When I first had it, I would focus on the daily tasks every day, doing the daily tasks, and then I would do the badge to complete the badges. And I was really trying to get through it quickly, and I got through it probably within a week and a half. Yeah. But this time I didn't even do any of the daily tasks, and I didn't focus on the badges. And I finished today, and I still have 14 days left.
There you go, right? And and that's okay. Like, I always. I'm kind of similar, Don. When I first got this event, however many months it started, I used to try to do the daily tasks as well. But then I realized that you don't need to do any daily tasks. All you have to do is the badges, and you'll get to the end if you do all of the badge tasks. Right. So but it's not a bad thing to have for the people that want to get it done. It's kind of like when they went to when they extended the Sky Race to an extra day. Like, there's no break now at all, or is there? Is there a break on Sky Race?
6-hour break on
Sky Race.
Monday nights for us, or Sunday night? Monday night.
So we haven't talked about that, much on stream as far as what people feel about that. The only feedback I've seen is from people that don't like it. They like their break, but at the same time, people just, Did you enjoy the break, you guys, Don and Rob, people in chat? Did you like the break from Sky Race?
I did like the break because it let me do other things on my farm.
Right. And Dawn, you're
other
you're always a 10 out of 10. Or now was it 13 tasks now? How many tasks can we do now? Because they increased that as well.
12.
So I know that our Arts Co-op got all chests last week, which is amazing. I think I contributed one task toward it. But you know,
we're kicking you out, Scott.
I know, right?
We've
Alan,
had a discussion in our own chat, and we're kicking you out.
Lori says 12. Mixed, still too new. Corey says not 100% sure. So, like, there comes a point on FarmVille where things can feel repetitive, and I don't think Zynga wants to get to that point, because once a game feels repetitive, people stop picking it up and playing it. It always needs to be something that, and that's what I've loved about FarmVille, is that even if I don't do any events, I really don't miss out on anything. Like, I still have my farm. I still can do things. You know, you can still chat with your friends and, you know, collect decorations if you want. Like, if you see something really cool. Sometimes, like Rob, was it who? Oh, it was Diana. Remember when we got exotic animals and there was an American eagle that came up and Diana like immediately bought it, $20, or was that you? One of you guys bought the eagle for 20.
I bought a lot of them. I didn't buy the eagle though. I think Diana bought the eagle.
I think you bought the tiger, right? Because that's what you're wearing.
Oh yeah, I bought the tiger and probably several others.
And it was 2,000 gems, right, for the tiger when you bought it. Yeah. So like so you know,
that's $20.
It's 20, or you know, if you're buying more gems. And we're going to be talking about on a different live stream a new way of getting gems. They opened up a new web store, but we're going to talk about that on another stream. But people will give money to a game that they enjoy, and that's nothing wrong with that. Like there's nothing wrong with people spending real money on something that they enjoy doing. You go to the movie, it costs you money. You buy a book, it costs you money. You know, pay for Netflix, it costs you money. Like if it's entertaining to you and it's helping develop the game and make the game better. And FarmVille 2 is still existing. How old is FarmVille 2? Like FarmVille 2 is really old, right? But
10 years old.
But there's a community around FarmVille 2, just like there is with FarmVille 3. But the community 2 community, I think, is very strong. And people who play FarmVille 2 play it with a passion, and they play it consistently, even though it's a very similar experience day to day. It's something about playing FarmVille that people just inherently like doing if it's fun, like if it's something that's not too much work or whatever. And I think that's one thing I've always loved about FarmVille is you've never had to spend money to play FarmVille and enjoy it and get the full enjoyment out of it. You know, they try to make you spend the money when they add these exclusive passes where you can buy the $5 pass or you can buy the $15 pass. This actually looks cheaper. It used to be more for me. It used to be $20 and $6.99. What's your guys' cost? What's yours, Dawn? Is yours $9.99 and $3.99?
It was $11.99 for the elite.
Okay, yeah, like I think it's come down though, because wasn't it $14.99 for you guys last time, or was it always? It looks cheaper for some reason for me. But
I think mine's always been 11.
You know, you can get more badges and more decos and collect unique rewards. And you know, Andy, I think, spent money on this at time, and it's not necessarily a bad thing to do. Like if you look at the rewards for those passes, they have gems, right? Like you can get a pile of blue gems, these 100 gems. So if you unlock the season pass, you know, that's only the $5 one. You're going to get 100 gems there. You're going to get another 100 gems there, another 100 gems there. That's 300.
Yeah, we've done the math on that before.
Yeah,
it's definitely worth it.
You've done the
and
math
all the
on
barn
it.
upgrades.
Pardon me, Don?
The barn and silo upgrade.
Yeah, like you get a lot of stuff for $5, and you know, so certain things are good, and I don't buy that. I haven't bought that in a long time, but I have bought it in the past, especially when there's a cool skin that I want, like because the rewards to get the skin, you have to buy the $5 one to usually get the person skin. What's it this year? Here we go. It's the Buddy Fall skin. So the only way to get that is to buy that $5 one, and then now they've introduced the more expensive one, and you can get these shop tokens, and there's a whole separate shop for cool decos, right? Look at all these Halloween decos. Like I know Susie McCheese will be all over the Halloween decals there. Decos, not the decals, but there's the truck. Is this could you get the skin? This is a skin for the car, right? I wonder if what was that? Is it
That's ugly.
Is it a missing skin?
Yeah,
it is ugly. But it is ugly, Rob. But that's not a missing skin. They made that for this event, right? Like that's something that's this
I
month.
think so, but last time they had some skins that were from the past.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
that's why I like getting the exclusive, the elite pass, because
Yeah.
sometimes I don't win those
Mhm.
from the event because I don't, play it enough or
Yeah,
whatever, and so
absolutely.
I can get them in here.
Right. Yeah. So that giving us the old things back, and same thing with exotic animals. Like I think the new animal sanctuary will make it easier to get all of the missing animals that we've had in the past. And I've noticed on Sky Race that you do get sanctuary cards. So people were wondering, like, you can get cards from doing these order boards. They all have packs of cards in it, 12 to 15 cards. So you can do this, and then Sky Race gives you tokens. On my evolution track right now for today, I also have cards I can show you guys. So I don't know if I lost. Yeah, I think they just replaced it. But so here's a bonus for cards. So you can actually go in here and win cards. So I'll do this one time, and let's try this. I need a flyer though. They haven't fixed the scrolling in the Facebook game yet, so I've got to manually scroll my wheel to get down here. I think they could.
There's a flamingo.
Yeah, grabbed it. So we'll grab a pack of cards here. Let's see what's in here. One Asian civet, and you only get cards like that you're missing or that you need for leveling up. So you won't get a duplicate card on an animal you have already, which is great because it always gives you cards that you're working toward evolving, or new creatures that you need to get 60 to unlock. So that's nice. So you can see I have 184 frickin' energy points. I ended up when you go to Sanctuary, like if you guys don't have it yet, you're gonna go to Sanctuary and it's gonna unlock a whole bunch of areas in Sanctuary. Let's go there, and you end up every time you open a box, you get those energy points. Let's click on it once and go real quick there. Also, it should be noted on the event for the butterfly, if you have enough tokens to activate the bonus, there's no confirmation to do it. So if you click that little add bonus, it just adds it. It doesn't say, are you sure? It just adds it. So if you misclick and you have enough tokens to activate that, you'll actually buy the boost, even though you may not want to. So be careful with that. If you do that, though, whenever you're playing FarmVille, guys, and maybe you don't know this yet, but if you do something that you didn't mean to do and you're upset with that, just write support. And if you don't abuse it, they will reverse your decision. So, for example, if you buy something for 1,000 gems and you're like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that, it was a mistake, you can go into Zynga, chat support or whatever, and say, I made a mistake and I lost all these gems. Can you please help me? As long as you haven't done that before, and as long as you don't make a habit of doing it, they're usually very likely to help you out because they want you to have a good experience in the game. And if it's a daily thing or a weekly thing or even a monthly thing, they'll probably do it the first time, but not again. And they may even say, we'll do it this time as a one-time courtesy, but we won't do it again, because they don't want to have people like constantly just messaging them. But if you legitimately make a mistake and you feel bad about it, certainly write support, and likely they're likely to help you with that. When you open Sanctuary up, it puts all your animals in habitats ready, so you don't have to unlock land. It just unlocks a whole ton of land, and it puts a whole bunch of animals in here. And if you've got enough to complete the set, let's click on a few of them. So once you get both animals, you unlock this chest, which has gems. But mine had exotic energy. I don't know why they're not showing any energy here. See, this one's locked. So when I finish this book, I'm gonna get. They might have changed this already, the animal cards and sanctuary parts, because I got, when I unlocked stuff, or maybe it wasn't when I built a new habitat, but I got exotic energy, like I had like 400 energy points. Like, it was nuts. And I've been using them because there's a max on them now, and so you don't get new stuff until you use them all. But it was certainly kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't know if they've added any. I'm not sure how long it takes for them to roll Sanctuary out to everybody. It will eventually come out to everybody. I got an email from Zynga right after Butterfly launched, and they asked me, they said, Scott, check if you have it. If we don't have it, they'll load it for me, because they wanted me, obviously, to talk about it and get feedback. So, they do want to hear from us on the improvements that can be made. And I think if you're just joining the live stream, you can go back and listen to all the stuff that we said. But I think it's fixable. and I think this will be really good once it's fixed. And what do you think, Rob? Like the whole
I think
concept.
so. Once it's not so confusing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you know, things are confusing at first, but once you get the hang of things, it's like everything with FarmVille. Sometimes the mechanic can be a little confusing, but once you understand how it works, like every one of us on stream can probably figure out, once we've read that instructions on how to add friends properly, or once we know the proper procedure for adding a specific friend that you want, you'll be able to do that the next time without, you know, not doing it right. My point was that the very first time we both did this, like, people ended up with friends that don't play. People ended up having to spend gems because they weren't able to join somebody once they started their habitat. Like, there was things that happened that shouldn't have happened, and it created a negative experience in the game. So, but overall, Don, I do love the idea of being able to actually do something with these butterflies, you know, afterwards, or, you know, and maybe we won't be able to, but, you know, like, 'cause what realistically, I think what's going to happen is when this event goes away, we're going to get the pet rescue again. And then when pet rescue goes away, we're going to get this one again. Right. And it looks like they're building multiple events for this specific section that they can interchange in and out depending on which one they want to give us for whichever month they give us. So I think once we fill our book, I don't know, like, there'll be no reason to view them. Like, it, you know, like, people just don't go necessarily into their decos that they have and be like, oh, let's just look at all my decos that I don't have on my farm.
I like my photos.
That's true. But do you go to the ones that you don't have out? Like, do you like, oh, look at all these ones?
All they put in my
No,
fall.
Those ones I already have out. Oh, actually, we could do this live on the stream. I finished my my coffee maker. I haven't actually clicked it yet, so there we do that. Yeah. I think this was rolled out to everybody. When we did the live stream, everybody seemed to get it. Oh, now I have to unlock Scott. Oh, dear. At least I can unlock him for free. Oh, let me see. Thanks for the sub, Pamela. Appreciate that. We got Scott Jones there. Yeah, so anyway, I think we're pretty much done the informal or the formal talking about the suggestions for the butterfly event. What's it even called? I think I called it on, I labeled it on the description of the video, but it's not called butterfly event. It's called butterfly something. Butterfly friends. Yeah, butterfly friends. So, you know, Zynga, well done for giving us something new. Well done for rolling it out to almost everybody. You know, the people that didn't get it, they're all upset, even though they're probably going to get it and then not like it right now. But yeah, it's. I think they do. I don't know. It seems to be like FarmVille has been successful for Zynga, right? FarmVille 1, FarmVille 2, FarmVille 3. They've been successful. They make money. If they didn't make money, they wouldn't keep adding features and you know, doing things. So they obviously make money at it. So maybe their formula works. You know, how screwed up it is, like making us wait on slow rollouts and whatever else they're doing. So I guess they can't get too much. Kel says that what is Kel saying? Haven't gotten a Scott sticker since the coffee shop opened. Yeah, Zynga. So we don't know if there's an issue with the Scott stickers because people have been reporting to not get them. If anybody in chat has got them, let us know. And did Zynga name the barista after you, Scott? Who? I don't know. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they don't. Maybe one day. I think I have to actually pass away before I get like a post. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like that.
Memorial.
Yeah, like I'll have a statue. I'll have a statue somewhere. Yeah, I feel that has to happen. I don't know. So anyway. But,
so it would be a little computer station. He would have a little computer
little live stream station. Yeah, there we go. There'll be a whole event around me. You know, it'll be fantastic. Yeah, no, that'd be cool. I always have hope that they'll put a chicken hat character in somewhere in the game, which would be cool. I know other developers.
Your name would be Livestream Scott.
That's right. Redman's here. Hey, Redman. Nice to see you in chat. Has been a while, Redman. Thank you for passing the info on to Zynga. Hopefully they will make some changes so that'll be easier to complete. Debbie, I'm sure they will. I have a high level of confidence that if not this month, that they run this event, the next time it launches, there will be adjustments to it. And, you know, maybe they can do adjustments so that it's not impossible, because right now it just feels impossible. And I've never felt that in an event before, ever, FarmVille 3. I've never had an event that me, as a player who plays every day, multiple times, looks at and sees something that's just, you're not going to do it. Why spend 4 days trying when the math in your head from the first few hours of playing won't let you get there? Because it's a huge waste of time. And I don't want to be disappointed. I don't want to be thinking in my head, I can do this. If I just play this for the whole month, I can do this. And then realize 2 weeks from now, after spending all this energy trying, there's just not going to be any hope in getting there. And then, you know, I don't want to have that disappointment later. So I'm kind of making a decision right now that, unfortunately for me, you know, and I'm not 100% sure yet, because I am running a one with Crystal Schwab. We're doing, it doesn't even say her name. Oh, it does. Yeah, there's Crystal's Ranch. We're doing this guy together. You can see I need another one of these guys. For 25 points, you need freaking plastic strings. Like, each string is 2 resin, you know, so that's literally like 8 resins to make this, and then however long it takes. But that's not it's not a horrible one. I think I put some in here anticipating that it would do it. How long does each string take? 45 minutes. So 45 minutes, that's an hour and a half. It's 3 hours to do this one task if I trashed it. So I'll just fill it. Like, that one's kind of a questionable one for Crystal and I. We've been trashing things, and I'm only getting 25 points. Like, seriously. And then here we go with jelly cakes, which
jelly cakes.
yeah, those are a long making thing. And I need 3 of them. So goodbye, jelly cakes. And jelly cakes, the next one's gonna be shrimp. Like, I wish we could trash them in order. Like, there should be like multi-trash buttons, which would be fantastic. Because I don't want to make shrimp rosettos either. But those jelly cakes on your farm, it's going to ask for at least 3 of them. I'm quite sure of that. Jelly takes 3 hours to make a jelly cake, using 2 raspberries, which are one of the most expensive crops to make each one, and not getting any gold in return. Like, you know, it's nice that butterfly wants to hatch, but I think I'll be like, that butterfly is going to be dying in my farm. I have a strange suspicion. And, you know, like, Crystal and I are playing the way that we should be playing. Like, there should be some strategy involved, right? And strategy does involve trashing tasks. So, you know, it's not a bad thing to have a trash button, and it's not a bad thing to have a wait button, because Zynga wants, like, to make this competitive. Like, for example, if we knew there was easy tasks coming, then trashing tasks would be part of the strategy for winning the event. Like, trash the 9-hour tasks, take the 3-hour tasks, win the event. Fine. Okay, because I know how to do that. There's something that we can do to control our outcome. But when they're all just 9-hour tasks, and trashing them doesn't help, like, at all, because you're just gonna get another one that you're gonna have to wait hours and hours to make. How long does the shrimp rosettos take? Anybody know offhand?
Like an hour and a half.
Hour and a half, right. So it's going to ask for 4 of them or 5 of them. Let's go back to that Facebook page, because, man, there was still some crazy orders from Facebook. Whoops, this one. Oh.
So I have two terrariums open, and each of them were asking for shrimp at the same time. So I had shrimp
oh my gosh.
dishes that I had to make, and then right after they wanted those, then they wanted just plain shrimps. And on both of them at the same time. Wow. And I couldn't. It was too much shrimp.
I know, so much shrimp. But that's why there's the trash button, right? Like, it's a strategy for you to trash the shrimp order, because you've literally used all your shrimps, and it's going to take forever to get more shrimps, make more shrimp nets. Like, it makes sense, right? Like, there is strategy involved with the trash button. I 100% agree. Let's take a look at at this one here. Here's one that needs 22 bird seeds. That's not a horrible bad one, because you can make them quite fast, and we have 3 cookers to make those bird seeds. So that wouldn't be horrible to get that. It is a lot of one item, mind you. And then there was one other one that, like, this is craziness. 4 bronze cups.
Ah.
Could you imagine? 4 bronze cups. Like, a bronze cup that uses 3 bronze. Is that not right? For 1?
3 bronze bars, and then you still have to mine the bronze and then make the bronze bars.
I know. Like, that is insane. Let's go check out the bronze cups. That's in the Tinker Station, or workshop rather, I think. Yes.
Yeah. So,
Right, so
you're talking
4
you're
hours.
talking a day's worth of work for a bronze cup.
Right. So 4 hours, you need 4 of them. That's 16 hours for 100 points. And not only is 4 hours like 4 cups, 4 times 3 is 12. You need 12 bronze pieces to make
Ain't
this.
nobody got that.
So that's an hour and a half per piece. And then you need the
These are golden gloves.
bars for an hour. Like and it's okay for that to be there when there's a delete button on top. And that is fine. Like for a player who is smart, they'll be like, that's impossible, that's insane, delete, right? And then here's your next easy order of birdseed. Like, great, do the birdseed. So that's okay. They're asking, like, it's okay for Zynga to make money, I think, in my personal opinion, to make things difficult that you have to use your brain to say to yourself, gold cups or brass cups are not a smart thing to make for the butterfly event. I'm going to click this delete button because it's easier to wait an hour and get something easier. Like, that's okay. That's part of the game. If we didn't have that, could you imagine if there was no delete button and we had to make those cups and be suffering for that whole day to get that 100 points?
Well, that's how the flower event is. The flower event does not have a delete button. So if you don't make that task, you
Right.
don't.
That's true.
You don't get the next task.
But on the flower event, I didn't do it this time around, but the last time I successfully got the end prize package without spending any money, I was able to do it. I did use water because you can water your hibiscuses and stuff, right? Like you can water your flowers.
Yeah.
So I did have some strategy in that. It's kind of like the crops with the withering plants, with the exception of the coffee beans that they just added, which are a huge problem. Could you imagine if there's coffee orders in this new task? Can you imagine if there was coffee stuff?
No. Well, has anybody had any coffee
Yeah.
task?
Good question. Anybody on the live stream? Who's going good night? Alan's leaving us. Good night, Alan.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining.
Good night, Alan.
There's still, according to the internet, there's still 35 of you fabulous folks live, which is amazing. Thank you for joining us tonight. Anybody in chat, have you had any coffee orders on the Butterfly Friends event with beans or the things you can make from the coffee house? But yeah, like when you make things with these bushes and trees, like you can be smart about it. You can water them. You can have your co-op water them. You can revive the bushes. They added the revive the bushes because we were all upset that they only lasted 3 times and they were so expensive. So Zynga added a revive button. Like that's from our feedback on Facebook and everywhere else, that complaint about the cost of the trees. And they could have just lowered the trees, I guess, without the revive button. But revive is kind of neat. It gives you another reason to go to someone else's farm and click on their stuff, right? Like the mechanic is a cool mechanic, the revive button. I think you should be able to do it multiple times. You should make the stuff way more money and let us just revive like way more times, which would be fine by me. Darla says no coffee butterfly yet. Don was saying goodnight. Yeah, that's what happens on chat. Someone says goodnight to someone else, and then everybody thinks everybody else is leaving, and there's like a whole slew of goodnights, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, so I don't have anything else really to talk about. Don, is there anything else in chat that? Thanks, Kel. Appreciate that people want to chat about. I mean, we can hang out and play FarmVille and just chat about nothing, which is fine by me. I'm sure we'll find something else, but
Yeah, not really seeing anything. You know what I'm thinking about when you said after the butterfly event that we get the animal rescue back, and it's nice to collect those pets and they're cute and you can name them and feed them, but you can't really do anything with them.
Right. So
they're like an animated decoration, kind of like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we really need to be able to do something with them when we spend the time earning them, and so that the same with this butterfly event, we need to be able to do something with it.
Yeah,
so.
Not only to have them in our collection, but then also to be able to do stuff. And I think that if they could figure out something like that, I'm sure they would love to do that, because that just makes sense. Like you're earning something to do things with, and what was the reason to switch houses? Like, what's the point of that, right? But they gave that that feature, right? Like,
right.
So I don't know why they gave us that feature. Where is my little dog house? I thought it was down here.
Lotion or hose?
Lotion or hose. I know they're. Can you find them in the book somehow, or do I have to find them on the? I'm not sure why they're not there. Lotion and hose. They've run away. Oh, maybe they're up here. Yeah, there they are. We raced them. So you can now change their house to a different house. If I had another house, I could show you, but I don't have another house.
It works, so I've done it. So
Could you have 3 in one house before? I thought it was 2 at one time.
I think they changed it to 3.
Oh, that's good.
I seem to remember that.
Oh, I could buy one. Can you buy the same one twice? Can I buy 2 golden retrievers?
No, I don't know. You can't buy the same pet house more than once.
I don't have enough to buy 2 of them, but I could buy 1 of them. Or a beagle. The beagle's pretty cute. I can't afford the beagle. The only one I can afford is the golden retriever. But I don't have any kittens at all. So maybe I should buy...
You need a cat.
I need a cat. Yeah, I should build... I think I have a cat house. But I can't put a cat house in a dog house, which would be fun. Have them fight. But yeah, well, you can feed them, Dawn. You feed them bacon, and then they give you stuff.
And you get little prizes,
you
too.
can feed them and look at them, but they don't do anything.
Oh,
Like, they're
what
just an animated decoration.
That's
you
true,
know?
but
Well, they-
what does the cow do? What is it? The duck for you?
Keep going.
The ducks you feed,
Yeah.
and they give you stuff. So, I mean, I think... Yeah, like it would be cool if the butterflies, if there was a reason for them, but then also if there was a reason for them, then they'd have to have the event permanent because people that didn't have butterflies wouldn't be able to do that thing, and then they'd feel upset that they couldn't have that thing. So I think they need.
I want that thing.
Yeah.
Not the thing.
How come I don't get one?
I never get anything. I got a rock.
I got a rock.
So the only way to get pets is to right now, besides that event, is to go to people's farms and fill their orders, right? To get tokens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what I did also notice is once you have the sanctuary, sometimes you'll open a present. This one's from Kel. Thanks, Kel. And it can have cards in it. And I don't know if it's broken, but they give you like a zillion cards. Like that's just like 150 coins there from that one. Let's open some more. This one's from Carly Z. Thanks, Carly Z. And 2 energy. That's fine. I've opened a couple with cards, and they just keep coming and coming. There's a diamond. Ooh, thank you. Got a diamond. Here's another one from Yusef. Thanks, Yusef. Let's get some cards. No, 40 coins. Yeah, for some reason the cards, it just started giving me like packs and packs of cards. Now it won't do it, but I got a couple more to open, so we'll try.
You won't take it. You're live streaming.
What's that?
It's because you're live streaming.
It could be. It could be. Cal sent me multiple gifts. That's how many times I click on them. I'm bad for clicking on gifts and things. You can see that all these little guys are here because I always do something. I always need something to do on the live stream because I always feel I'm talking and not doing things. So part of the reason I don't click on these guys when I'm on my weekly playing is because the organized chaos or Choss just gave me some stuff. And old Kentucky, what's for dinner, Kim? Just gave me some stuff.
Kentucky, what's for dinner, Kim?
Old Kentucky, what's for dinner, Kim? Conch Girl 55. Thanks, Conch Girl. There's probably a few more of them. And I've been breeding more animals lately too, just because I can't. The exotic animals used to count toward the tasks, and now you have to collect cards as tasks, but you still also have to add animals to your farm. So I've been breeding more animals to kind of get that daily event.
Well, you want to max up to the breed anyways.
That's true. Lori Starosta is saying that 500 gems for a puppy house. Let's go into the animal pet houses here. Yeah, the kitten home. So I have a puppy home. I can put it out actually. I still have 2. I had to. I moved them from one to the other, which was kind of cool. But, oops, building area blocked, but whatever. All right. And then for another puppy house, yeah, 500 gems for another puppy home. Yeah, that is a little steep. Although there's not a lot of ways to get puppies right now, so
Yeah.
you know, and like I haven't bought gems for months and months and months, and I've got over 1,000. So you can save up your gems, especially if you're, you know, on the weekends when you're doing the lion boxes in the exotic animal track. You can get 25 gems one day, I think, or is it 15 at the end of that day, that task?
Yeah, you can get a lot of those.
Yeah, and a lot of other ways like of getting gems. You can Does the wheel? I don't have the wheel here currently, but
Yeah, the wheel does give you gems.
the wheel
Wheel
gives you
does.
gems. Yeah. So
You.
yep. So gems are okay. Like I think 500 gems is a lot, but if it's something that's really rare like that and it's going to add an extra thing to your farm, I don't think it's a bad thing per se. Like obviously, Rob spent 2,000 gems on an exotic tiger, and so did Diana. She spent 2,000 on the eagle, and you can't do anything with them. Like really, like you can level them up and then use them to, get things. But really, it's just you wanted to have it because it's cool and it's something that's rare, which is neat too. And it is kind of neat how the decos are different on farm to farm, like some event decos that they don't have anymore. Or they'll bring back like in missing deco boxes, which is kind of neat. But I do like how there's so many different things now on people's farms, like, their little truck.
Yeah.
I can choose, between the Christmas one that I earned and then the classic one that I originally had. And other people have that little Hot Wheels one. Like there's a lot of different trucks, right? And, it's kind of neat when you visit a farm and it is a little bit different. Oops. Very cool. Very cool. All right. We got 32 people still in chat. I don't know how many thumbs up. I didn't ask for you guys to click it. Don't see the thumbs up current amount, but
Thumbs up.
click that thumbs up button. All right. Did we miss anything else? Let's go in here and make sure. Let's click the little how to play button. See, like, they give you like literally 3 little things on how to play this game. Place terrariums and team up with a partner. Feed butterflies.
Yeah, I gotta read those.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? You just skip over them. I've done that too. Collect butterflies with amazing rewards. All right, and then there's the album, which we've clicked on, and we've clicked on each box, and we've clicked on all these little things. We click on this little question mark. Let's see what happens. How to play again. It just tells you the exact same thing over again. Expiry day. Event will last for 28 more days. And I think that's about it. Like you can add and the invites have been sent. I hope that no one joins me because it's going to be, that thing's going to die in that bowl. It's going to be a sad day. It's like we covered up the holes. But look at this. Pumpkin pie. Oh, goodness. I don't want the raspberries. We're going to trash the raspberries.
I gotta find out how to join you on one because mine would die too, so I wouldn't be disappointed.
Yeah, try to figure out how to join mine. But I'm not looking forward to pumpkin pies either. Oh, what was the other one that I was doing? This one with Crystal. I think I'm still waiting for my task to reset. Yeah, 45 more minutes. That's way too long. Way too long. Or it should be more of an order board kind of thing. We can choose 3 different ones or something while we're waiting. Because this is just painful. Really, really painful. And the price of these things, like 150 gems for 8. You can't even do it twice for 8. Like, I don't even know the point of that. I guess if you had 2 of them from the boxes, you could do it twice. But still, this seems a little expensive.
Yeah, I like to get into the game a little bit and know that I'm going to like it before I start throwing gems at it.
Right. And it should also say here how long it lasts. Nowhere does it say 2 hours. You have to go into their documents on their website to find out how long it lasts. So it should say 2 hours for the boost.
Yeah.
And then, it would be nice to know if you click the boost, if you could do a 4 times boost by paying gems or something. Like sometimes you can multiply that multiple times. And, unless someone buys it and lets us know, we have no idea. Although it could be in those notes for the game, I guess. But yeah, like terrarium expiry in 2 days and 14 hours. Like it's literally going to be impossible. Even if you have a friend that's helping as much as they can. I don't know. Perhaps this needed to be more of a multi-person instead of just 2, like your whole co-op. I don't know. I don't really know how to.
I don't know. Dawn, we just got ours. Ours is going to be a pupa now.
Oh, nice.
The one I'm working on with her.
What chest is that? That's the pupa one. Okay. How many days you got left, Rob?
2 days and 13 hours on that one. And then I have 2 without partners.
So.
And then I just opened my 4th, but I didn't start it yet.
Oh, okay.
So,
Right.
Yeah, I spent the 390 gems or whatever. And
390 gems. So that's the thing, though, is I think that this event should be achievable by just using gold coins. So that would be within 2 of the habitats. And so have you guys been trashing orders, you and Dawn, to get to your pupa stage?
I have trashed only like one order. I don't know how many she's trashed. She just stepped away for a minute, so she's not in here to answer
And
that.
what about stockpiled? Were you stocked up on certain items that you could afford to fill, like 4 salmons or something?
I haven't really done that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing a little bit. It's
Yeah.
um
Like when you get 100 points, let's go back to the one that I actually have open
Mhm.
here. Or sorry, the screen. Yeah, the screen here. So 3,000 points doesn't seem that bad when you think about it, because half of that is 1,500, and if you can get 100 points per task, that's only 15 things to do in 4 days. The issue is if you don't have any of those items, and it's taking literally 12 hours to get that one task for 100 points, like there's just no way to do it. And trashing it and then getting 25 and then getting 50. But I'll be curious to know, Rob, how you and Don do with your thing. Now, keep in mind, Rob just blew like how many gems opening up that 4th habitat. And I suspect that if Rob was short a salmon or something, Rob would just click that gem one that uses up the like
I opened up the 4th spot for 390, but I haven't started it yet.
Yeah.
Well, 2,000 gems. So
He's like spending. He's spending. But I mean, you know, like spending 9
I'm not
gems
spending on
to
speed
skip
ups yet.
to skip the wait. I mean, if you have a bunch of gems and you want to pay for this event, like you could skip, find the stuff you have, skip. It's not an impossible event, but to do it without spending gems seems impossible. Unless you're with somebody that is spending gems and you're just along for the ride, then that would be fun too. But it just there's too much waiting, and there's not enough waiting with time. Like this should be way longer. It should give us a week to do it, even if we can't, even if we can't get all the butterflies. You know, they want to put a short timer on here because you literally need to hatch out. What was it? 18 butterflies? Is it 18? How many is in the book?
It's 3, 6, 9, 18. 18.
Yeah. So you need to hatch out 18 of these things, and if it takes 4 days to hatch one, you know, like if you just do the math, right? So they've broken it down into like, all right, if you guys want to get all 18, you got to get them in 4 days. Okay, that's fine, but then you got to make it so that we can get it in 4 days, not just. I mean, we're just kind of repeating ourselves over and over, I think. But I think we've driven the message home, and I think they're getting a lot of feedback from Facebook and reading the Facebook comments as well. But I just kind of wanted to make sure when log in and tell everybody on here that, you know, they will fix it. I'm certain there'll be an adjustment made, and you know, it might not be a substantial adjustment where you can do the event in a week, but you know, they want you to take a month to do this. So if it's possible without spending anything to do it in a month, just from normal logging in every hour or two, or even more frequently than that. Like when I was playing the some of the events, I was like logging in at 3 a.m. because I knew something was about to refresh and I wanted to, you know,
mulch.
Yeah, the mulch, exactly. So I'd like literally like wake up in the middle of the night and harvest my mulch because I knew, you know, in 2 hours or whatever I'd have more. So you like, what's it? You wake up, you open your phone, you click it. So who's leaving? Pia?
Pia.
Hi, Pia. Thanks for joining the live stream. Wonder what time it is in Australia. I should probably work on my my order board here. Oh, I don't have any red bricks. Oh, I have 13 though. Okay. Although I probably should save all that for the butterfly event. It's gonna ask me.
Yeah, you know, I feel like I can't do my order board now because my butterfly might need it.
Right, exactly. And if you using your order board, then you miss out on sky race tasks, right? Because you're using it for sky race. So the events should complement the other events on your farm, not make things way harder to do. I mean, I generally trash all those orders that take forever. Oh my gosh, there's a coffee event. When you see coffee, insta trash it. That's what I tell Tim Lee. Just trash the stuff with coffee. Oops. Guess I gotta my pheasants. Like, you know, or what Zynga could do too. There's a flamingo card. Oh, a surprise chest. Now, are you guys doing this? Is this just me or is this for everybody? Are you all getting this surprise chest now?
No,
Where you
never
Nope.
seen it.
You can watch an ad and get extra stuff.
No,
Oh no, you haven't seen that.
no.
Is this just for me? Anyone in chat have this? So
It's just for you.
So this is when I finish the order board, and I get my chest. I always get this pop-up now that it says I can watch an ad, and then I will get some extra rewards. And you can see they're pretty decent things. There's some decorations, and then there's some upgrade items, 4 gems and 10 stars. But what Zynga should do too is like they should be giving us more of those favor packs, especially for this event, especially if you have a lot of gold. Anyway, I think that would be. I don't get that. Don't watch half the time. I get that. Kel says she gets that. Follow Christ 2830 says that they get it and like it. Darla says nope. So this is probably another one we could do a poll on Facebook to see how many people have this surprise chest. But I've done it a couple times. You know, I'll watch ads occasionally when I need extra energy and that sort of thing. But Joy doesn't have it. Corey doesn't have it. Interesting. Anyway, I think we killed it to death. We talked about it to death. All it needs to be is easier. That's all you need to do, Zynga.
Easier.
You need to make people, like, sometimes there'll be posts on Facebook that say this is impossible. And then there's someone else that posts underneath. They're like, no, remember, it takes a month. And then they're like, okay, whatever, right? Because people naturally want to do things as fast as possible for some reason. And you know, if it was realistic for most people, but right now the whole mentality of everybody online, I haven't seen one single person except maybe Lodi who somehow unlocked the flower box. I'm not sure how many gems that Lodi spent, but I haven't seen a single post of someone saying this is amazing, I love it. All I've seen is like, oh man, this sucks, this is brutal. And the reason
Well,
is,
that's just like business, right? What I mean, 30 people are always going to complain for every compliment you get.
That's true. That's true, but we haven't
Online.
seen any compliments really, and that's why when I started the stream, I wanted to compliment Zynga on giving us a new feature, and you know, it's really, and there was positive feedback with like, this is going to be really good once they fix it, right? Anyway, and the fact they released it to almost everybody right away, good for them as well. Although there's 20% of the people that are crying themselves to sleep tonight because they don't have it. Yes, we all know what that's like for slow rollout. It's the pain of slow rollout, or the fact that people have different amounts to unlock things. Like even in Butterfly, right? Like the cost to unlock Section 3 versus Section 4. You know, like what? You know, like that's a big frustration for players. But I think we've all been accustomed to it for some reason, and I'm pretty sure that FarmVille hates that we talk about it because, you know, we create, I'm sure, a lot of tickets because someone will be on here tonight going, how is it fair that I have to spend 70 gems and the other person who's a lower level than me has to spend less, right? Or, you know, because it isn't really fair that we have different prices for the same features on the farm. But
Why? What sense does that make? I still don't understand why.
it's why they do that is for analytical reasons, because they know that, like, gems are their currency that generally people have to spend money to get, or at least to get a lot of. And so when they add a cost, what they're doing is they're saying how many people buy it when we have it at 70 versus how many people buy it when it's 150, and is it making a difference at all when we lower it to 70? And so they're using that, unfortunately, for their own analytics, but it messes up the people's farms that are getting that higher amount, that are feeling discouraged, because there's different amounts. So when they don't share, when people like us don't talk about FarmVille, Zynga's like way happier because, well, it's half of one and half of the other, because they're good that we're talking so they know the problems, but it's bad that we're talking because people know they're getting it for cheaper, and that leads to a bad experience for someone else. Like, I'd be curious to know if someone emailed support that paid more than the 70 and said, this isn't fair, I feel I've been ripped off, I want 30 gems back. I'm wondering if people would get it if they emailed support. It's a legitimate concern. I mean, you're getting the same thing for more money or less money, right? So
Yeah, you're not getting any
so
different end
it's
product.
it's a
You're getting the
legitimate
same thing.
complaint. It sucks to be Zynga getting that complaint, but at the end of the day, I mean, it's like buying milk from a convenience store and complaining that's more money, right? Like
Mhm.
it's, you know, you'll buy a jug of milk at a, or if you use the dollar store, it's another example. You can get a bottle of pop at a dollar store, like a liter or a quart or whatever, for $1. But you go that same pop at a convenience store and it's $4, at least in Canada, anyways, right? So you're like, it's the same pop, but no one seems to complain. But this is different because it's the same service and it's the same experience for everybody with
Mhm.
different results. It would be like if you went to Safeway. You guys have Safeways in the States, like grocery stores?
Yeah.
If you went to Safeway and you're in line and you scan your $4 pop and the guy behind you scans it and it scans at 99 cents. Can you imagine if that were to happen like at stores? The same store, just a different person in line having to pay
Yeah.
different prices. Like, that'd be crazy.
Mhm.
And that's what we do. That's what we put up with FarmVille. Yeah, that is a choice, Cal. I think I was talking about convenience store. You're paying for a convenience, so you can pay more. That makes sense. Same with the dollar store. If you want to go out of your way to go to the dollar store, you can save money by buying like things like chocolate bars and pop and things that there's a lot of markup, it seems, at grocery store or at convenience stores or whatever. Joy, have you retired from Safeway? Safeway's a bad example. Well, it's strange because like there's all these stores, Safeway, Walmart. You know,
Mhm.
you can get the same stuff for different prices, right? And people generally just go where it's convenient. They don't really they don't go to 4 different grocery stores to get the best price on 20 different products at each
Gas is
store.
expensive.
Exactly, gas is too expensive. You have to walk, but maybe that's why Amazon groceries doing so well. Buy your groceries on Amazon, and stuff just shows up at your door. You don't have to leave your house anymore, apparently. But anyway, well, should we continue, or are you guys getting tired?
Well, here, I got a question.
Sure.
All right, so in the game, when I'm on the screen for the terrariums, it shows all 3 screens,
Right.
right? And then I push the little question mark on the top left. It says how to play,
Right.
and then I get the 3 things how to play, and then I try to click on them, and they don't do anything.
Yeah, no, they don't do anything. So you're thinking you should click on this, and then it should bring up more instructions.
A tutorial.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, so
Yeah.
how do I get my tutorial again for adding friends and stuff onto my
You need to go to their website, Zynga's website. Go to support for
Zynga.
FarmVille. Search through there for the game guide, and it's in there. So if I go there, I can tab over to it. I think I have it open.
I know you explained this earlier, and I should have. Okay,
Yeah.
Zynga. Here's Zynga's website.
Thought I had it open, but I have to push F11 again.
FarmVille view game.
So you go to the Zynga support.helpshift.com, and that'll take you to. Actually, if you just go to Google,
Mhm.
and you type in Zynga FarmVille 3, and then you
Okay.
add support, SUPPORT, hit enter. It'll be the very first one, link, help shift, and then now you're on the FarmVille. And there's the popular articles, and then you get to how do I play Butterfly Friends right here, and then down here, it's how do I find a partner in Butterfly Friends. So you click that, and then it tells you invite another farmer as a partner to grow butterflies faster. Inviting a partner, there are 2 options. Like, it's very detailed here at exactly what to do to invite a partner, and then you can see all the people that have invited you, and it does work. That's how me and Crystal found each other. I used this information here, and then their game guide. How do I play it? They do a very, very detailed explanation of exactly what to do, what to click on, how to speed things up. It is a good guide, but I don't think we should have to read a guide just to know, basic things. But I mean, it's there for everyone who wants to use it, which is nice. And some people do this. They do go into here and read it and get the info. And this is why I was looking here, and their prices to get the chest are 3,000. Like, you can see the prices. Actually, I'm curious to know how much it costs to unlock. They don't even show it. So they show 1,000. Mine was only 400 gold. Do you remember how much your second tab was, Rob?
On mine?
Remember when you
I
unlocked?
don't remember how much the second one. I remember my third one was like 70. My fourth one was like 3 something.
Yeah, my second tab was 400 coins. That for sure.
All right, that sounds about right.
But it's showing here 1,000 coins on their game guide.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the player.
It does. And their boost is 5. Yeah, that's right. That's normal. Or wait, no, it's 9. Okay, why is there different boost amount? Interesting. Look at this one. Oops. This says grow boost 5 on this screenshot. And on this screenshot, it shows 9. Interesting. So even on their game guides, they have different amounts. That's funny, Zynga. Did you know that in your game guide, Zynga?
Oh.
9 on this one. And here's
So when I'm starting a new terrarium and I have pending invites from other players, I'll be given the option to start new or accept an invitation and join a partner.
right. And there's where your different one option is.
Oh, so once I start terrarium,
Then you're
someone
done.
has to accept my invite. I'm done.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah,
so I'm
it's
gonna
weird,
right
right?
now.
It's strange how they did it that way. It's like everybody wants to start it and then have someone join them later or join someone later. But you can't. You have to literally click on a different button. So that mechanic's
Yeah,
broken.
if you only have the terrarium for several days, then you get another chance later. But you don't have to pay the gems to open up that slot again, I hope.
I don't know. Do you? I sure the heck hope not for you. But I think you probably do. Because that slot's going to close completely. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Oh, wow. I have a ton of invites, but on the top here is Kel. And I am going to join Kel. But, Kel, I'm not that active, so...
Yeah, like when I joined Crystal, I was like messaging Crystal. I'm like, Crystal, if I join you, we're probably not going to do it. Is that okay? Because I don't want to join someone from the co-op and then feel like they're doing everything and I'm doing everything. So Crystal was like, no problem. We're probably not going to do it anyways. And so we're just kind of experimenting. We're trashing the orders and seeing how far we can get with reasonable orders. And, whether or not the order trashing, because Kel's been sending me screenshots all day long. She's been trashing every order. She's taking one for the team. Trashing orders.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
I'm gonna go.
you're going to go?
Okay.
Where are you going?
Dawn's leaving.
Good night.
Hey, Dawn, I got a question before you go.
Uh-huh.
If Sue and I were to do a podcast on a different channel, would you watch us?
Yes.
Okay. Because there's possibilities of doing a podcast sort of experience with Sue. So we're not sure what that's going to look like yet. But
I love Sue.
do you like...
She's very-
do you guys like playing, those word games, those anagram word games, where you get a bunch of words and then you try to figure out what words are within that letter? You get a bunch of letters, rather. They're anagram words. But anyways, there's an online game we found that you can play in chat, and it uses anagrams. So we're probably gonna try it on the next FarmVille stream at the end of it. Like the Battle Royale one. That was fun, right? The Battle Royale, Rob, that I had up. That was cool.
Yeah.
We can probably play that again tonight if you guys want to. But yeah, we're thinking about starting some sort of other podcast kind of a thing. So, anyways, you can go to bed now, Don. I just wanted to ask you about that.
Okay, she just went off.
Oh, good. Good night, Don. I was trying to get. I have to fill this one. Oh man, I need more lettuce. Do I need even brushes? I was trying to get all 3 guys to ask for the same exact stuff. Oops. You ever have 2 ask for the same, Rob?
To ask for what?
Sorry, let me go to the silo. I'm just going to check for upgrading or the little visitor guys. I could use the brushes. The little visitors, how they ask for the exact same item. You can see on my screen.
That's rare.
Yeah, so I've been sending.
I've seen it, but
I've been sending the middle one away to try, or doing the middle one, trying to get a 3rd resin, because I think it would just be funny to have 3 of the same ones. But I haven't been successful today, and I've got to wait for... Oh, I do have some lettuce ready, but I don't have enough. Oops. I could probably ask... Come on, why can't I harvest? It's not even letting me harvest. Oh man, my game is glitching. I can't harvest, Zynga. Look, it's broken. I go to it, it just disappears. That is super weird. I can't harvest. Never had that happen before. I can move the sickle, but as soon as I touch the plant, it disappears. Let's try going to another screen and coming back. Let's head over here and go back and harvest. Nope. Okay, let's load Sanctuary up. I might have to reload my game, otherwise I can't harvest. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. So, oh, and I got to reload. Oh, maybe that's why. Interesting.
Nah.
I got some kind
That'll
of
do it.
So what type of work are you doing now, Rob? Same kind of stuff, just different shift?
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
All right. Can you talk about it, or is it top secret? You know.
Top secret.
All right.
I can't talk about it
No worries.
online.
On the internet. He's
Yeah, it's kind of depressing and horrible, and I have to talk to some really bad people.
Yeah, he works in this bunker, and he's got to turn a key every once in a while when the alarms ring. Just kidding. We will,
Yeah,
okay, different subject.
I
Anyway.
made someone cry yesterday.
Oh
so
no! Crystal says that she noticed that the Facebook 3 UI on Facebook is touchy. Yeah, it does have a few glitches. Let's see if I can harvest now, though. Yay! There we go. Back to normal.
So I teamed up with Lori
Oh, good. Lori Starosta?
on one. I don't have an open.
With Lori, you teamed up?
Yeah, I teamed up with Lori, and then my next one that finishes, I guess I'll team up with Kel.
Oh, there you go. I still need two more. I'm gonna
I'm
ask.
trying to do them in order of how I receive invites.
Let's ask for lettuce. Can you guys give me lettuce? Lettuce.
I think I've got a ton of lettuce because I just grew it for the event.
Dawn needed energy. I'm giving Dawn some energy and some sunflowers. Now, did Dawn need sunflowers, or did she just go on and ask for it to help the tasks out?
Yeah, when Dawn asked for sunflowers, it's to help people with.
All right, so I probably shouldn't click on. Oh, here, Lori Starosta. Lori Starosta.
Lord Starosta!
She needs like copper and a thingy, but I want to help Lori because, because I want the pet token. So I'm gonna go over to Lori's farm and check out Lori Starosta's farm and help that order for her, even though it's a bronze. That's not a horrible one. I like to ask on my order board for easy stuff, like stuff that doesn't involve paint or bushes or like the withering crops or the fish. There's not a lot of stuff I can ask for, but this is pretty much perfect. Like copper ore, you just need your dynamite to get that, and then of course these are super easy. So thanks, Lori. What will I get for a pet token? A silver one. Yay! Now I have 4. Try again tomorrow. This one's not bad either. That's another good one to ask Lori. Is this tofu burger and this? I'm not going to fill it because someone else may need their pet token, and that's a really nice order to fill for pet token. But let's explore Lori's farm. Nice. She's got paths everywhere. Now that the animals are moved over to my other area, I should probably spend some time on my farm and organize the decos and stuff. But now, are these just a pink tree? That's not a fruit tree, right? That's just like a pink tree.
I think that's a skin. I forgot what tree that is.
Oh yeah, okay, skin of a tree. Very nice, Lori. I'm looking for my my prize icon. There it is. And I noticed this changed a little bit. It now opens a prize box instead of just popping up a thing. You actually get the whole prize box. See, this is where I get heart cards. Okay, so it says 1 item left is 2. So I got a white heart deer card and an Australian Teamster card. That's only a 2-star animal.
Wow.
But I haven't leveled that up to the highest level yet. So you'll still get cards on the animals that you have if they're not high levels all the way. I wish they had more that we could do on other.
I wish I had the sanctuary so I could check it. So you still have all your. I wasn't around for some of the prior ones on the animal sanctuary. I wasn't on that stream.
No worries. Ask away.
So when you get to animal sanctuary, you don't have to have all those homes up in your farm.
Okay.
Because sanctuary or what?
Right. So on my farm, I used to have Polandwood Forest here was full of homes, and this was all clogged with homes, and this was all clogged with homes in this section here. And when you get the sanctuary, also you don't get a confirmation screen; it just takes you there, which could be annoying if you click the wrong thing. But once you get here, what it does is it opens up a whole bunch of land, and every animal that you had, it gives you a free habitat for it, and it sticks your animals in there. So like it opened up this massive area, and then you still have.
So it'll open up area on your regular farm.
Right, it's a totally new area. It's a completely different zone. So I haven't actually explored this zone very much, and it has the visitors on it. You can see how the visitors are walking down the paths, and they run around and run through the habitats. And
I call them the hippies.
The hippies, yeah, the hippies. That's right. That's where the visitors go when they're not filling orders. But I haven't actually explored. See, oh, there's like a coastal area up here, which is kind of cool. There's a river. Oh, and a bridge crossing the river. Wonder if anybody ever runs up there. Snow area, looks like a desert section. Although it's a beach. It's a beach section. That looks like water. It's kind of neat on a beach. And then another beach down there. They should hide stuff. Zynga should hide things to click on. Like there should be. There's the butterflies. Like it'd be neat if the butterfly event, if we hatched a butterfly, if all of our butterflies turned into the ones that we hatched, that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Or just a big butterfly.
Yeah, like the big ones flying around. You should be able to
giant ones flying around.
They should like mosquitoes. You should have to squish them on the screen. That'd be fun. But all your old habitats, Rob, turned into decos. So decorations. So like I used to have a sand cat, and so I could still pull the sand cat home out, and I could put it out, and it just sits there, but nothing uses it. Like it doesn't have an animal, and I can't put an animal into it. It would be really cool if I could, actually, but look how small it is, the sand cat, compared to the new habitats. The new habitats are way larger. There's way more room. And, you know, the farmhands... Oh, Anastasia. Thanks for the subscription, Anastasia. Appreciate that. We've got a lot of subscribers tonight. Should always stream at different times, at random times, on random days. Post on different days. So you can still bring your habitats out. And what I'm hoping is that some of these habitats are actually, like they block the animals from running through it. Ooh, that was a big one, a mountain enclosure. And they're quite not totally expensive, like 3,000 for these enclosures. But once you have animals in them, like you don't really need to build an extra enclosure. I think I built one that has no animals. Is this it? Yeah. Like so, I built this extra enclosure, but there's no animals in it, and you can't put animals in it. You have to wait until there's an event that gives you a new animal that also comes with a habitat. And the animals are in this book now, Rob. So you can see there's this big forest book. I've discovered 4 of 8 groups. Groups discovered, or 4 of 8. But there's tabs as well, and you can see is there 8 tabs? And each tab is a book. And so what that's telling me at the first page of that, page 1, is I've finished 4 out of 8 pages completely. So page 1 has all 4 animals, so that's a page I've finished. Once you finish the page, you get the surprise box, which has a pile of stuff in it. And page 2 I've finished because there's no other animals. Page 3, you can see I'm still missing the wombat, 4-star wombat. What animal was the eagle? Was it a mountain animal?
I can easily look that up.
I'll check my mountains in the meantime, and you can see. Page 5. Yeah. So the bald eagle, it needs it needs 80 cards, and so you'll get cards. It's not impossible to get eagle cards, but you need 80 of them. So 60 of them. 60 of them. So that'll take a little while to get, but you do get them because I've been getting cards of animals that I don't have. Let's scroll.
But I'm not going to get any cards until I have a sanctuary.
Correct. That's right. Yeah, you won't get any cards until you have sanctuary, and then all of your elixirs that you have now, they get converted to cards. And the individual animals, you have to train them, and it uses the cards to train them. So you can see down here, it's
Oh,
cost
that's why you were telling us to use the big elixirs now.
right, because the big elixirs, because every time you use 2 cards to train a level. Oh, this is already max level. I need to evolve this guy. Oh, he's level 39, so I'd have to evolve it to level 40. I don't want to evolve any animals tonight on stream, but yeah. You use cards to level your animals, and all of your old elixirs and some of your tokens, they get converted to magic cards, which you can use on any animal. So if I go to the forest animals here, and I go to, say, a level 0 box turtle, I can click train here, and I don't have any box turtle cards, but I have thousands, 2,400 of these magic cards, and you can use them.
Wow.
You can use them in place of. So I could literally level this turtle all the way to level 40 right now, and you can see what it'll cost here to do this. So 4,290 coins to level a level 1 to a level 40. It'll use 78 magic cards. So in the old system that you have now, if you have a large potion, if you have a whole bunch of those giant potions, you take a level 1 animal and you stick 10 of those in there, it'll max out to level 40, and it won't cost you anywhere near $4,000.
What it's going to cost there.
Right.
All right. Good info.
But on the higher level animals, so if I find a higher level animal, let's find like a 3-star. Let's take a 3-star that's kind of leveled up. Here's a level 115 woolly mammoth. When I train a woolly mammoth on the old way, this is a high level animal, so I don't know how many levels I'd get with a giant elixir. But if you got a couple levels of it, then you're doing better, because every time you level up the mammoth, like you can see this gold requirements going up. Well, the max that goes 120, but so to gain 3 levels, it's 3,100 coins.
Say good night to Darla.
Good night, Darla. Have a good night. Thanks for joining that. And that's not a bad thing. Like, it's only using 6 cards as opposed to elixirs. And you know how many elixirs you'd need if you had a level 115 animal, right? To level up, you need a lot of elixirs, right? Because the elixirs, they only go part way. So it's better to have cards in this circumstance, because it's only using 6 cards. Like, I mean, we've got 2,000 cards. Like, I don't know. That's like, seems like an unlimited amount of cards, in my opinion, to level up stuff. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Where do the exotics do now? Kel, they do the same thing. You still use your exotics for the track. So there's nothing different there. If I head back to the farm, you still have the little ranger tower. It's just in a different spot. I thought you could move the ranger tower before. Can you move your ranger tower, Rob?
Let me take a quick hop over to my ranger tower.
Because right now, since the animal sanctuary, it sticks it here.
Yeah, I can move it.
Yeah, so it goes here and you can't move it. It's stuck here. And
Okay.
And it'll either open the book that you can see your animals, or take you to the it'll take you to the track. And you can see the track is exactly the same, with the exception of the versus button that I have here from another past thingy. But how many of you guys have the versus button? Do you have it, Rob?
No, I don't have it.
There's probably some people in chat that have never even seen this versus button. Anybody in chat that's with us ever seen this versus feature? I'm curious to know. Inquiring minds want to know how many. We're at 21 people watching. There should be some people here that either have it or don't have it. Anybody in chat? Let me know.
I've seen it before.
So
Maybe I had it temporarily.
Melinda has it. Corey hasn't. Corey, have you ever seen what this is about? Is this something? Crystal, you've seen what this is about. You've been on stream for a while. Corey's new to our stream, newish, so probably hasn't seen if they've never seen anybody with it. Anyways, it is a mini game that you play with your animals, and right now I'm ranked 0 out of 81,145 players. So, Lori Starosta. So there's approximately, I wanted to leave it at 0. I did play this when I first got it, and it is kind of hokey. It doesn't really have much thought involved. You battle animals against each other animals, and you get points.
I seem to remember.
You win things. And then there's different levels and stuff, and you get rewards and stuff for it. But I wanted to never play it again, just to simply see how many players in the world have the versus feature. And you can see that there's 81,145 people who are ahead of me, and I have 0 points. So if you play this one time, you'll get points. And if you lose battles, then you'll lose points. And so what I was able to do was I got a bunch of points and I tried the feature out and I did the mechanics. I've done a video on it on my channel. So if you click on my YouTube channel, if you go to the channel, you search for the videos, you'll find one on the animal contest, and you can learn all about it, how it works, see all the mechanics. So if you want to check it out, go to my channel and look. I don't want to play it because I want to stay at 0 points. If for some reason they bring this back, this number will start going up, and then we'll know about it. So it's like an early warning detection device that I can use to see if they will bring it to anyone else. And maybe eventually it'll just go away. I'm not sure. But there's a leaderboard. So there's a global leaderboard and a local leaderboard. And you can see that these people have points. Amanda. And it kind of puts you it puts you in the same class as other people. So you inevitably always just get points and get points and get points. And it's kind of not as fun as it could be. But anyway, yeah, so I'm not going to play it. But if you want to check it out, like I said, my channel has a video on the animal contest. Yeah, that's about all I got to say about that. I wish you could fill the orders here without going to the sanctuary. And this may end up changing. So right now, Rob, to get more cards, you have to fill these orders. So you get a whole new order board for the sanctuary. So,
Okay.
and you can see this one uses now. It's going to reset for me in 40 minutes, and you need 3,770 points to open up this epic bag with a ton of cards in it. 36 to 43 cards, and you also get 3 expansion parts to open more land, and you really need these scrolls. And so you want to try to get to the end of this track. So if you only have 40 minutes left, there's no way of getting that many points. So I literally have to wait for this to expire to reset. And then you only have 2 days to do this, which is enough time if you are doing this, because you can see that you're getting like 300 points.
Yeah, based on what I see, 2 days is
it's not horrible. But when you combine this with the new event for butterflies, and you're needing to have like shrimp stuff for this event, like it's just the other one is just too much requirements at the same time as if you try to do anything else. So I'm going to wait the 40 minutes, and when that resets, I'm going to fill all these orders. Apparently they're easier now to fill, which is good. There also was a decoration for, not Earth Day, there was some imperfectly perfect event. Did you hear about this, Rob? So you could go onto Facebook. You go onto Zynga's Facebook page for their FarmVille page, and then you post a picture of an imperfect fruit or vegetable that you bought.
Oh, yeah.
And then apparently you're supposed to get mailed this statue, which is supposed to show up in your mailbox. So I'm eagerly awaiting for that mail so I can put that out. Because I took a little picture of a tomato that had a blemish on it, and I uploaded that as my picture. So it does pay sometimes to watch the FarmVille page as well. Although what will happen with any cool thing on the FarmVille page, it'll eventually show up on our FarmVille Animals page. Speaking of which, if you're not on the FarmVille Animal page, guys, you want to join that. I'm just going to tab over here to the page. That's the wrong button. It was on the this one. Then I have to F11 out of here. Here we are. No, that wasn't it. This one. This one. Why? Oh, because it is on the other one. Sorry. It's on this one. Doing all kinds of stupid stuff. All right. The FarmVille 3 Animals page looks like this. There we are. The ultimate fan site. We have 10,200 awesome people joining it. And this is the site that I admin. And so anytime there's a live stream, not every time, most of the time, there'll be a link on this page. And I also have another page called Scotty's Gaming. And if you're interested in other things that I do, you can click on, maybe I'll put a link to this in chat. That might be the easiest way to do it. And this is only if you're interested in the other kind of videos that I produce and make. So I'm going to pop this into chat here. Whoops, I got F11 out of this screen. All right, copy link address, and I'll paste it in YouTube chat. If it even lets me, we'll try it. All right, that link, if you can click it, should take you to my gaming site. It looks like that. It's called Scotty's Gaming. On here, you will find every live stream that I do, video that I make, that sort of thing. Kel does a good job of posting the FarmVille.info information here as well. But you'll find here's a secret stream I did on just my other channel that won't be on the channel you're watching, a late night stream. I don't got to watch it. It was a long time. I was tired. It's kind of we did some AI music on it. We played a whole bunch of renditions of Tracy's husband telling Tracy that there are beavers in Texas. So there's a bunch of musical songs in there. But you'll find other things in here, things that I play. I haven't been streaming many other games lately, but you will find anything I do here. So hopefully that gets a couple new members. It's at 472 currently. Anyway, and that'll take you to a whole new YouTube channel too of mine. But enough about that. Oops. There we are, back on FarmVille. Whoa, I heard myself. Oh, and someone's watching something. What's happening? I'm hearing an echo. I'm actually hearing the video. Interesting. So it's playing in the background.
I can hear it too.
It's playing somewhere. F11 out of here. Oops. All right, I think I'm playing it right here. Yeah, here it is. There we are. Close it off. There we are. Yeah. Did I get enough lettuce? Let me see. Lettuce check. Oh, yes. Thanks, Cal, Pia, and Rob. Amazing. Now I can get my lettuce. All right, hoping for my third resin. Sometimes I just like to mess on FarmVille and just do stupid stuff. I don't know if you guys do the same thing, but when I'm playing FarmVille, I usually just like, because there's no reason to do 3. It's just that I saw 2 earlier today, and I'm like, oh, I want to get 3. And anyway, so I'd normally fill this or trash this to get them, but I just wanted to try to get 3. I always try to do weird things on FarmVille.
That would be momentous.
That would be what?
Momentous.
Momentous. Oh, yes, it would be. I feel like I would, like you're playing a slot machine and you get 3 of the same symbols. That's kind of how it would feel for me. Better check here. Oh, I got 2 out of 4 animals bred for these 25 points. Maybe I can do that. Use up some... I might not have to use any. I was thinking I might have to use some... oh, what did Crystal just trash? She sent me a message here. Hold on, let me look at this picture. 2 skates. Now she's got fur coming up. Fur is okay, like buffalo fur. That'll be all right. Crystal's been showing me the things that she's been trashing. She filled the buffalo hair and then something else trashed after this one. So she says...
Buffalo tails.
Buffalo tails. She ended up getting fleece scarves or something. Let's see. How long do those take? That's in here. No, it's oh yeah, it is in there. Not a scarf. It was these things. Fleece. 1 hour fleeces. So the butterfly event asked for 3 fleeces, and that's 3 hours using hair and things. I probably would have done that. It only gives us 25 points, but 3 hours isn't horrible, although you'll probably be sleeping in 3 hours from now, so it'd be better to trash that, wait up for the hour, because she sent it on Facebook, but I just don't... Maybe I can show you guys. Let's see. I don't know if I Alt-tab to a different tab here. And am I playing FarmVille? Oh, man, I got 2 games going at once here. Better close this off. Let's just go to... For my chat. I can't see my chat. I think I closed my chat window. Menu. Page. This version of Facebook doesn't have my chat icon for some reason up here. Exit to Facebook gaming. I think, oh man, pretty sure I have 2 versions of my farm loading at once. That is bizarre. Like I had 2 Facebook versions running at one time. Oh, here we go. Okay, so Crystal says, I filled some buffalo hair and then something else. I then trashed this one and have goat milk up next. So this is what Crystal currently had trashed. So she trashed now she's getting goat milk. So in an hour, she'll fill goat milk, which is fine. And it's only 25 points. So you can see how we're doing. We have 2 days, 13 hours left to try to get 3,000 points. Let's head over to mine and we'll see if my hour's done. Have I waited the... Oh, they're good. Look at that. Oh, this is horrific. I need 5 seafood rosettos. And then immediately after that, I need silver candlesticks. Like, this is horrible, right? So seafood rosetto, goodbye. Discard.
Goodbye.
And now we got to wait another hour. Oh, it's so painful, Zynga. It's so painful. And, you know, to do that would take hours of waiting, and I don't even remember how many points it was. Was it 100 points? It feels like it should have been 100 points. Probably was 50, maybe 25, but
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Joy says that I got 25 sunflower task for the butterfly for 25 points. Nice. That's amazing, Joy. And that's what should happen, and that's okay. Like, literally, that's like a 3-minute to-do order. It's so strange how they throw in that, and then they throw in the other ones. And maybe they just need to reduce the time of the trashing. Like, if they reduce the time of trashing to, say, 5 minutes, then we could cycle through all those crappy ones and then fill the other ones. And it would still take a long time to do. So, Zynga, there's ways to fix this. You can totally fix this. Just change some of the timers, some of the requirements. Maybe ask for 1 item of everything instead of 5 or 6 or 8 or whatever you're asking for, like 9 candlesticks. Yeah, Crystal, that is awesome. Crystal says that's super awesome. So that is totally true. Totally true. Kel wanted to know if there's any point to level exotics if you've reached level 20. So are you talking like on your current farm? If you evolve don't they go to level 40? I think they go to level 40 before you can evolve them. But if you take your level 20 animal and you throw a potion in there, and if it only goes a little bit of the way, don't use that potion. If you put a big potion in and it goes up 3 levels, then it's better to use it. So the hint for the new area is if you have a potion that you can use, it's going to give your animals more than 1 level. If it's going to give you several levels, definitely use it. If it's going to give you 1 level or more, you got to kind of weigh the cards. Because for every elixir, like for a giant elixir, you get 10 magic cards. But for a tiny elixir, you get only 0.6 of a card. So you'd need 2 tiny elixirs to get 1 card. And you need 1 giant or massive elixir to get 10 cards. So lower level guys, better to level up now because it uses less elixirs. But higher level ones, it's better to save them for cards. Anyway, that's kind of the advice on that.
Okay. So I'll use all my big elixirs now.
But
I don't have
your tokens, Rob. So you know how you have epic tokens, like the purple epic tokens?
Yeah.
If you have any of those will convert to scrolls on the new area. And scrolls are really hard to get. And you'll end up getting, I think, it's 3.6, I believe. I could bring up a slide, actually. I have the conversion slide somewhere in my stream deck here. I'll just find it. Back. Slides.
I wish I did it last week.
So here's the slide from the FarmVille.info website that says for every epic card, you're going to get 3.65 scrolls. For every gold token, you're going to get 0.18 hose expansion parts. And for every bronze and silver token, you're going to get magic cards.
I should have saved
Which ones?
all of them. I've used all my tokens.
Well, no, so you did okay. So if you used all your gold tokens?
My epics, golds,
Nice.
winter, bronze, everything.
It'll be okay. So I saved all of mine, Rob, and when I got to the sanctuary, I have this unlock section that you can see here, and I click it, and I need 11 scrolls and 15 hoses. And when I got over to this new area, I had 60 hoses, and I had no scrolls, but I kept 1 epic token, and so when I transitioned over, it gave me 3.6. But you literally need 11 at my level, anyways, to unlock another section. I need 11 scrolls, and 15 hoses. So hoses are not so hard to get, and then there's also what's called ropes, and ropes you need as well, but they're easier to get. The ropes you'll get from the order board when you deliver your orders. You'll get a rope in here. You get 1 for sure, and then on the second bag you get another rope, and on the third bag you'll get either a hose, a rope, or a scroll. And so far, this is the only way to find scrolls is with this last box. Okay. So you need a lot of these last boxes to open up new land, which is okay. Like you don't want to have all your land opened up like within 2 days, because otherwise it'd be boring. Like land should be hard to get. It's just that I don't have any scrolls. So if you would have kept your epic tokens, they would have converted to 3.6 scrolls in the new area. So if you had a bunch, it would have been okay to do to save them over. Because on the new area, it should be easier to. You'll eventually be working toward all of the missing animals, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still have how many minutes? I got 26 minutes before it resets. So yeah, I don't like how there's a loading screen that takes so long. Like this takes substantially longer to load between the sanctuary and your main farm. Like check this out. I'm sitting here waiting. The other area is very instant. Like when you go to this area, it's pretty much instant. So I wish it could have been like that. You know, an instant back. Like that's how it should be, Zynga, instead of this whole new loading screen. And there's really nothing to do there except fill orders. So like there's no reason to go there, Rob, except you have to fill your order board. But they have an order board on your main farm. You can see it right here. But I can't fill the order. I have to physically go to the sanctuary. Okay. And so
it's like a peekaboo to say, hey, you got enough, you can go over.
Right.
Okay.
But the thing is there's not anything else to do in the sanctuary except fill the orders or rearrange things or redecorate and that sort of stuff. But there's no other things to harvest. You can't do anything with your animals. You have this huge area. And literally, you're going to load the sanctuary, and you're going to click your board, and you're going to fill your order board. And then you're going to leave your board, and you're going to leave. You're not even going to go over here and look around because there's no reason to. It's just for your personal, the way things are looking. I mean, we run animal races through here, and they do run awesome. The little monkeys, the Up Yours monkeys. They like to... Oh, look at this one. This one's excited for the other one. That's Zathura. The monkey's just grinding. He's just fine.
Oh boy!
He's Up Yours. He didn't like that. They're like Up Yours. He's like,
yep. She's you saw, yeah.
Up Yours. Oh, Pirate Monkey is Up Yoursing. Snowball back here. He's like laughing at the whole situation. Oh, then they're both doing it now. Anyways, the Up Yours monkeys. Funny. But yeah, there's no reason to go there. So, I'm hoping. Like I know they want people to go here, so that's why they're making you do it, so you can check it out. But really, they don't need to do that. They could just have you fill your orders from the other screen and then not have to wait like this. So I bet you that will come. Or there'll be more stuff to do in the sanctuary, which would be nice too. So either one, but all they have to do is have the deliver button right here. Then you wouldn't have to leave your farm. Oh, did you see that? Just popped up. Cal just invited me for raising a butterfly. It's so fast, Zynga. It's so fast. Like I didn't even have a chance to barely read it.
Just fly out there.
They just fly out. And then if you click it, I don't even know what happens if you click it because it goes so fast I haven't been able to click one. Maybe somebody in chat.
Well, you have to have an available spot without a terrarium is what I just discovered.
Oh, yeah?
And that's how I joined Lori's.
Right. I'm not spending 70 gems. There's no way. I can't believe you spent I mean it gives you a better chance.
Yeah, I've got all 4 of mine unlocked now, but now it's like
I want to know what happens after you grow up your butterfly or whether the timer runs out if you have to buy that space again.
Oh, you better not.
I know, right?
Oh.
I know. I was like, oh man, there's gonna be so
I
many.
want that space open because now I know, okay, I'm gonna open it and then just join people.
Yeah, I'm hoping it saves it for the whole event, Rob. I really am hoping.
Mhm.
Um, if
Yeah, because that's a lot of gems. I mean, I just spent
I
like
know
400 gems.
if I was working for Zynga and they asked me if they thought I should reset that after you grow or you fail your terrarium, I would be like, players have to keep that spot for that amount of gems. They need to keep it. But
Yeah.
if you end up losing those 2 spots, man, oh man, like if you resets it and have to spend I mean, Lodi will know because Lodi's done several, so we could ask Lodi in Facebook. They would tell us. Level 20. Oh, Karen. When you get a butterfly, where does it go? Is it a decoration? Karen, as far as we know, it doesn't go anywhere. It goes into this album book, and then once you have the 3 types of butterflies from growing it, let's say monarch butterflies, there's 3 different monarch butterflies, then you get these prizes. And the prizes, a rare animal, uncommon, or common. Each type of things are different. So I believe you're just working toward the goals of getting the prize boxes, and then once you complete all 18, then you're gonna get this decoration, this garden bench. It would be really cool, Zynga, if that's what they could do to fix this. If they just had all of these special 18 butterflies fluttering around this garden bench, then that would be great for the people that are able to get it. Although if you only collect 5, then you don't see them. So yeah, Zynga, you need some decorations that allow us to use these butterflies we've collected during this event. Like this for sure. This butterfly archway should have had, actually what they should have done in hindsight, every single one of these should have had a deco, and all of the decos should have the butterflies animated on them. Right? Because if you get these 3 butterflies, you get this deco, it goes on your farm, you still see your butterflies, you're all happy, they're on your farm, they're fluttering around. If you don't get finish that event, you don't get them, and then you just don't get them, and you didn't finish it, just like every other event. But it would be a way for Zynga to actually, if someone got 3 or 6 or 9, but not the whole thing, to still have butterflies on their farm and have something to do with them. So yeah, like even this Marie one, this Marie skin that you can get, the butterfly skin, it uses these 3 special butterflies to get that skin. So in this skin, when she's wearing it, those butterflies should flutter around her. And then,
absolutely.
And then you'd have it. So all of these boxes should have, there's no way Zynga's going to be on this far late watching this in the video, but it's a good suggestion. They should have a deco for each set of butterflies, and each deco should have the butterflies. You agree? Corey says, or make them like pets, collect something from them. Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. And, they would need to make butterflies kind of a feature that you can get other ways, because with pets, you're getting pets through visiting, buying the tokens that you visit from other people. So there's a store with pets. So you did need a butterfly store as well, so that there would be some ways of not waiting for this event to show up that they'd need. But that's cool. Crystal agrees. Yay! I agree, Scott. Yahoo! Yeah. So I mean, overall, I think it's cool. I like it. It's just that it's a little broken right now, and they should do something about it. I can't see them not doing something about it. There's so much people upset, and I'm sure they're getting tickets, support tickets, and they're going to get a bunch of tickets when people realize that they can't keep their butterflies. Like, what did I do all this whole month for? I spent this entire month, and I got one little deco thing, which maybe is cool. It'd be neat if it was huge. And then I think every deco that FarmVille 3 makes should be animated. It should interact with farmhands walking around. Like, wouldn't it be cool if your farmhands just crawled into the vehicle and then, it drove a few feet, like, or, it would just be cool if you could interact with something. Like, you have these swings and things, like a teeter-totter. Like, wouldn't it be cool if your guys started teeter-tottering? That'd be so sweet. Jenny goes in, munches on some salad from the salad station. Yeah, that'd be fun. You know, it is cool. Like, the nice thing that FarmVille 3 has versus, say, Heyday is I think their visuals are more cartoony looking and more detailed. Like, you can look at Ginny here and Rosa, the chef. You can zoom way in on them and you can check out the cows, and they have interesting little weird animations. They do like dig in the dirt and things, and I think that's neat. But they should have more of that because people talk about it. People post it on Facebook. People love when their horses vibrate against things. You know, they just make fun of it. You know, the pigs looking things. Polly gets stuck with Megan here, and like, oh, they're totally making out right now. I caught them. They're in the act of kissing behind the swings. This is such a small swing too. Like, there's 3 pillows on this swing. Like, they're literally behind the swing set making out. Like, seriously. And look at this pig. This pig is like just in there.
Pig's like wanting to get in on it.
The pig is like, hey guys, break it up right now. And they're both trying to get through. Maybe if I click on the pig. There we go. I've released them. Ah, there we are. Oh, show who's those trees, who's boss, Polly. All right, excuses. I just took the pig. The pig was in the way. Now I got to replant something. Oh, I do need bacon though. That's a good reminder. I used all my bacon in one of the butterfly tasks. That was a nice one to make. Yeah, they should have started out by giving us easy things to fill, and then made it progressively harder as we went along. You know, so your first prize could have been super easy to get, or your first 3 butterflies were really easy to get, and then it just got harder as time went on. But who knows what they'll do? I know they'll do something. Cornucopia, 14 days left for that. I probably am sucking so bad on this. I'm at like level 4. Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm doing it's really, really slow.
I'm not even trying to just get, you know, things as it go along.
Precious is on top of the doghouse, and Lotion or Hose is Lotion or Hose. I should have picked one. I should have called one Lotion and one Hose. If I get a new one, I'll have to rename one of them to Lotion. Lotion or Hose. Hanging out. They are cute though. Wish they'd bark when you clicked on them. I wish they'd be like woof 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 woof. That'd be good. Like the cow. Whoops. Cow moos.
Cow moos.
Oh, the house. They bark when you click on them as a dog, but they don't really do much of that. Ah, still 22 people hanging out with us tonight, Rob.
Dang.
What did Kel send me? Kel sent a photo. Oh, she just sent her usual. Are they getting easier, Kel? Oh, it's going to ask for buffalo milk next. That's not horrible. But it just made you trash 3 shrimps. Oh, man. Avocado toasts. And then lobsters. And 3 silver... 3 silver ore. And one, and then strawberry jam after that. Yep. Well, I think Rob, we've done what we've come to do, and I appreciate you hanging out with me in chat tonight. Thank you so much. I see you've taken your tiger off your head. Probably sweated up on it.
Yeah, my head starts itching.
Yeah, I was wearing that. I got a parcel from Melinda Flavin, and and it had a cardinal's hat, like a bird cardinal hat. And so I was wearing it, but it got really hot. I was just sweating so bad in it. This isn't too bad. The chicken hat's done not too horrible for keeping my head.
Well, chicken hat's broke in, so.
Broke in. Anyways, I think we're gonna end the stream right away, guys. Thank you for joining tonight. We had a pile of people come on at one point. Let's take a look at the stats here. We had 193 people join us tonight at some point for some section of this. So thank you so much for joining. We'll probably get a bunch of views in the next couple of days as well, which is great. And I just figured this is probably something we didn't want to wait on. It is a feature that needs to be adjusted as soon as possible, and Zynga wanted me to talk about it, so here we are. So it is that time of the night, everyone, where we say goodnight. It's probably super late where everybody is. It's only 10 o'clock for you, Rob, right?
Yeah, but you know, now I have to get up in the mornings.
Yeah.
I have to adjust to that.
Yeah, no kidding. We have a good night from Joy V. Good night, Joy. Thank you so much for
Good night,
joining.
Joy. Night,
And
Kel.
Kel, good night. Thank you for joining, my famous internet friend, and thanks for helping me out with this task. You don't have to stay up all night, Kel, to trash tasks, but if you feel like trashing this for the next, day or so, we can figure out if trashing tasks makes a difference. So far, it doesn't look like it does.
Good night, Crystal. Good night, Melinda. Good night, Pepper.
Good night, Pepper, Crystal, Melinda. Thank you for joining. Oh, Melinda is here. It was Andrew who sent I'm assuming, who got the cardinal hat. Thanks, Andrew and Melinda. Corey, good night. Thank you for joining us tonight, Corey. It was awesome seeing you in chat. And Lori Starosta.
Lord Starosta!
Good night, Lori. Nice of you for coming. Should we do a battle royale, Rob? Should we do a battle royale? All right, let's try it. All right. Okay, so we're going to try, while we're saying goodnights. Crystal, it was nice to see you tonight, Rob and Dawn. She says it was nice to see Rob and Dawn tonight. I concur. I concur. All right, we're going to load up Battle Royale. If you never played Battle Royale, I got to find the Battle Royale first. All right, there we go. Scrolling down. We're going to copy this. Copy link address. We are going to click on... What if I just paste it here? Will this work? No, it's not where I want it. Chat content. Let's try... Nope, let's just add a new source. New browser source. We're going to call it Battle Royale. Keep it for next time.
Mm-hmm.
Battle Royale. All right, we're going to make it 1024. 768. I don't know if that's the right dimensions, but we're going to do that. I'm going to paste this in here. I wonder if there's sound. There might be sound. We'll try it. Waiting for players. All right, everybody. You're going to type hashtag join. Hashtag join to join the Battle Royale. Let's see if it works. Hashtag, or not hashtag, exclamation mark join. Sorry, Rob. I screwed up that.
That's all right.
There's somebody running around. Looks like a computer player, maybe. Right, Rob Sly, there you are. And then there's another computer opponent. There's another computer. I wonder if there's sound. Okay, we got Melinda, Pepper, and Crystal just joined. This is awesome. Battle Royale. I'm trying to see if there's an audio. Battle Royale. There's no audio, it seems. They're battling it out. I can't see who's in first. We'll wait till it's got 6 players. If you're in chat, well, there goes Kel. She just joined. She waited until everybody was almost dead and then joined. And Pat Yusoff, you need to type in the exclamation mark before the word join. So exclamation mark join. Pat, you can still join this one. Kel and the computer are head to head. It's gonna start a new game, everybody. As soon as this one's over. So it almost. Oh, this is a good battle. Kel versus the computer. Computer beat Kel. All right, the computer's the winner. The game ending in 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Oh, Laurie Strosta just joined. All right. So the winner, Laurie Strosta, had no knockouts, but she came in second because she stayed alive. It's going to start again in a few seconds, 6 seconds. So when I say now, everybody type in exclamation mark join. So go ahead, everybody. The lobby's open. It's going to start in 14 seconds. Everybody, exclamation mark join. Right now, Rob just joined one in lobby. Who's going to be the next one? I think the delay is about 10 seconds. There's 2. We're going to see a bunch just pop in immediately, though. All right, we got Pat and Rob. Pepper H is joining the battle. Looks like Rob was shooting Pat with a bow. It looks like Pat is... Oh, they're both tied. Who's going to survive? Rob ended up winning. Now he's got to heal up, so maybe don't go into a battle there, Rob. And looks like Crystal Schwab just destroyed Pepper. And Karen, Melinda Flavin just took out Karen. Now Melinda's taken out... Oh, Kel. Kel just beat Melinda. Oh, Kel just also took Rob out. And then Kellen... Oh, Crystal, you're lucky because you were almost done for, I think. Crystal Schwab, there's 27 sevens left in the game. Oh, Laurie Strosta decided to join late and battle Crystal. And it looks like... Oh, Laurie Starosta barely won. She's almost totally gone as well. She took out 1 player. But I'm curious to know if anybody took out 2. In 11 seconds, we'll find out. We'll play one more game of Battle Royale. Maybe I'll join this one too. Go to chat here. I'll get mine ready to go. Exclamation JOIN. All right, Laurie Strosta knocked out 1 person. She was their winner. But that's weird because other people knocked out other people. Anyway, all right, everybody. If you can hear me now, just type it in now, because by the time you hear me, you'll be in the lobby for the next game. So type in now, hashtag join, and I'll hit enter on my computer. I should be in the lobby. There's 3 of us waiting. Perfect. 3. Who else? Who else is going to join? We got 4 seconds. 4 of you, 5. Here we go. Much better when I tell you in advance to do it. All right. It looks like late. Let's play FarmVille. That's me. Me and Pepper are battling. Rob and Melinda going at it, and Crystal and Pat. Pat shooting arrows at Crystal. Crystal's going for the rush to Pat. Looks like Pepper and I killed ourselves apparently. Oh, Melinda beat you, Rob, and now Melinda's just kind of. Oh, but they're shooting arrows at Melinda. Melinda's getting peppered, or no, maybe not. It looks like Karen just destroyed Pat, and Lori Starosta.
Melinda's about to heal up.
She likes joining late so she can like at least show up in the leaderboard. Karen and Melinda attacking each other. Melinda, easy win over Karen. Karen must have had some injuries from the last battle. And here goes Laura and Melinda. Now, I'm rooting for Melinda because Lori joined late, but Linda took out Cal. All right, get ready to type it again, everybody. We'll do one more time. Hashtag or exclamation join. Do it when I tell you. It looks like Laura Starosta is the champion of this one now. Don't type it in yet. You got to wait a little bit because chat is behind. We're going to see the leaderboard here. Lori Starosta, I don't know. I don't think that scoreboard's working quite right. It's going to start a new game in 8 seconds. Everybody go ahead and type it now, except Rob, wait until 8 seconds. But everyone else type it in now. Hit enter. It'll put you in for the next game if you do it now. And go ahead now and do it, Rob, if you want to play. It's got 4 of us in there. Everybody should be typing in the exclamation mark join. There's 7 of us in the lobby. Oh, that's good. It's going to put it. Lori Strosta, you better be in here. That was you, right, Lori? Oh, there we go. Yeah, Lori Strosta and Pepper H battling each other at the top there. Rob and Crystal. Oh, Rob makes short work of Crystal Schwab. Ooh, I'm battling somebody. I can't see who it is. Oh, Karen, you just took me out. Karen and Pat going at the battling. Ooh, it's close. Oh, I thought you had that one, Karen, but Pat managed to survive. Kel and Pepper. Rob is just sneaking up with no damage, just kind of running around avoiding everybody.
Look at that.
But Rob's getting shot by Pat's arrows, and now they're battling. Oh, and Kel's coming. Kel's gonna
get me. Kel's gonna win.
Oh, there goes Kel. Yeah, Kel just took out 2 people. Anyways, that was fun. Battle Royale. That's good. It's kind of a neat little game. No sound effects, but it is fun. Do you guys like that? People in chat. Is it funny? Is it fun? Did you enjoy it, Rob?
I enjoyed it.
That's good. Wouldn't want to play it for 4 or 5 hours on end, but we're gonna see how many people Kel knocked out. And it's funny because if you're not attacking anybody and just running around, you'll regain your health a little bit. Oh, it just says Kel, top survivor 1. Maybe you have to survive when the time is over. I wonder if you can rejoin. You can't rejoin in the middle, right? I don't think you can. Let's do a different test this time. All right, nobody join. Let's get a start. Nobody join yet. We're gonna wait till it'll do a new game, but nobody join yet. Just hold off of it. Kel loves it. Melinda likes it. Okay. Nobody join. You're gonna see computer players join. Just ignore them. Don't type in your join yet. We're gonna wait till we're down to about when it says 40 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. When it gets to 30 seconds on the timer, everybody join at the same time. When it gets to 30 seconds, and Rob, that goes for you as well. $. But Robin, you want to wait about 6 seconds. We want to wait till there's about everybody's okay. Those are computer players. That's okay, guys.
I'll wait till there's like 24.
Wait till it gets to 24. Yeah. So everybody join now. Everybody join, and then by the time 6 seconds goes by, Rob and I will join. As soon as we start seeing people, we'll join, and everybody should be joining. Everybody, okay, join. Here we go. All right, we're all in there now, fighting against computer players. Now, there's 16 seconds left. We'll see if we get anybody on the leaderboard. We'll see if we all show up as killing people out, people that are surviving. 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 6 seconds.
Kel got me. Oh, Kel's gone.
Oh, I'm battling up against a computer player. There we go. See, now it's showing people that were survived and how many knockouts people had. I managed to knock out 2 people, so did Melinda. So I don't know if it's not keeping track of stuff. Anyways. That's Battle Royale, everybody. Play that all night long. Anyways, that concludes the FarmVille live stream. Let's have a good night from Rob, and then I'll say my good night, and then we will end this stream for this evening. Rob, take it away.
Well, everybody have a good night. It was nice seeing you all. Nice to be back, and live the good life.
Oh, that's awesome. Live a good life. I agree. Thanks for joining the FarmVille live stream, everybody. Thanks for providing some of your input. Thanks for agreeing with everything I say, because that's what you guys always do. I have your best interests at heart. I have everybody's best interests at heart. Anyway, God bless. Good night. We'll see everybody on the next live stream. Bye. Where's the end button? There it is. End. All right. I think we're ended. I just got to make sure on one more button.